might see on social media. Whew. I don't know about y'all, man, but are we not entertained? Listen, what's up, Rob? I see you, baby. Look, the way last week played out, I ain't gonna hold it. I gotta set my phone down for this shit. Cause look, some of y'all missed a lot. A lot of y'all have missed a lot. So let me catch y'all up on some things. Cause from extortion, friends turned foe, finding out people got warrants, and alleged kidnapping. Last week was some shit. Last week was a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know if y'all saw the video I put on my page, but the first case we gonna do is TikTok versus Cash App. Go ahead to share the live to everybody you know, every creator that you associate with, everybody you interact with, your comment cousins, whoever. Go ahead and share the live to all of them. Share it to the backup pages. Share it to the troll pages. So, when y'all say, who are the people? I don't hear Bella Cash App messages going off. You see this little thing right here on the iPhone? It's a thing where you can switch and your sound is on, or if you switch it, the sound is off for those who are iPhone users, okay? So when y'all don't hear the Cash App message ding, it's because my phone is on silent. It's always on silent. If you know what I know, okay? So you just make it a habit to leave your phone on silent. Whew, but baby. So last week, y'all, let me tell y'all how a creator on this app was trying to extort me for $1,000. Yes. If y'all go to For the Haters, and For the Haters, she's a blogger that's on here. And she posts recaps of the things that take place as well. She pretty much do what I do, but just from a blogger standpoint, you know, not from a live standpoint. So she recapped this creator attempting to extort me, right? The creator got upset with me and was like, hey, I feel like I was dragged and you didn't speak up for me. So I'm going to release these messages you sent to me on Cash App. But if you don't want me to release these messages, mind you, my DMs is turned off. This creator don't have my personal phone number. So when that person said, hey, if you don't want me to release these messages, you're going to have to pay me $1,000. Well, how was I? One, let's say the messages were so egregious and I didn't want them to be read. How exactly was I supposed to know that you was referring to myself? Because if y'all listen to the audio on For the Haters page, it was as if it was going to be multiple creators that messages was going to be put out there about, right? So this creator says that they basically did it because they were just tired of, thank you for the gift, sweetheart. Again, tap the screen up. We want to protect this live because a lot is getting ready to come. Y'all know my favorite word, full circle. So, long story short, that creator tried to extort me. And people were saying, well, Cash App messages are not meant to be anonymous. If you want to read the name out, read the name out. But the purpose of the Cash App messages is because people feel comfortable sending messages privately because they don't want to get the scrutiny that I receive on this app. So go ahead and head over to my page. I just posted a video. Matter of fact, if you like, I can show it to you guys. Let me mirror my phone. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at this video I just put up. Just so y'all can have a slight idea, right? Just wanted y'all to get a slight idea of this first case. All right. So before we go any further, if you would like to be a juror for today, boxes are open. Please request up. But we're going to piece by piece break all of this down. Yeah. We're going to break all of this down. Yep. Go ahead and request up. Because I don't think a lot of y'all understand what has happened last week. So let me help y'all out. If you are a subscriber, more than likely you will get first dibs in the panel, just to give y'all a heads up on that. Now, are y'all requesting up to be jurors? I just want to make sure I am clear.
Yes.
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 Okay, thank you. Yep, I have a few more boxes that's open. I have a few more boxes that are open for anyone who wants to be a juror. That's it. All right, one more. Okay. All right.
Good morning, Bella. Good morning, everyone.
Good day, everyone. Good day. Again, continue to share the live out. Share the live. Thank you for subscribing. Let's tap the screen up. We want to protect the live by all means necessary. Send roses to help protect the live as well. Again, thank you for subscribing. So let's talk about it. The first case we have today is Cash App versus TikTok. Okay. I'm going to repeat myself for the ones that just came in. There's a content creator who attempted to extort myself. Okay. They attempted to extort me. The video is on For the Haters page. And that content creator said, if I do not want the Cash App messages or the private messages that I sent in the DM, if I do not want those released, then I need to pay $1,000 to keep it quiet. But that creator did not say anything to me to give me a chance to see, you know what, maybe I want to pay this money because I don't want what's said out there, right? So the difference with me and other people who have sent Cash App messages, I play the game like everyone else do. I've sent Cash App messages in the past on behalf of people. I've sent Cash App messages just being funny, playing with other content creators like myself as a live host. Those people know who they are. So some was in fun, some was to relay a message for other people. Well, on my page, there is a video, and someone just recommended that I don't put the video up just to make sure I protect my page. And if y'all could continue tapping the screen, thank you. So if y'all have the opportunity to look at the video as a juror, I understand you might have to pause your phone to go look at it real quick, but I want y'all to look at the video, and then we're going to come back and have this case discussed, because I don't think people understand what
Bella,
extortion.
where's the video? Bella, on your page?
So
The
the
first one?
extortion video is on for the haters page. The Cash App message, thank y'all so much for the gifts. The video I just put on my page pertaining to Cash App messages and a message that I posted to those people who trust me, that is on my page. Okay. So on my page, you're going to see a video of multiple people who've sent me Cash App messages in court because they trust that they can send these messages to me. They know that I'm not going to repeat who said what. But when you have people sitting here saying, who's the people? Y'all see them. Okay. Y'all see them in real time. I blocked their names out because, again, the purpose of sending the $5 is to keep them anonymous. That was the reason for doing it. So you then break those people.
Thank you, God.
Do you not?
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Let me go back.
That you sent, is that not breaking that person's trust?
When you send the Cash App, is it not breaking that person's trust?
Yeah, so if you sent me a Cash App message right now for $5 and I read it out and then say your name, did I not just breach that trust with you?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I'm going to post it on my page. Once you've seen that video, unmute your mic and then tell me for each person, because mind you, these are all different people. Every Cash App is from a different person. That's a lot of Cash Apps, right? And that's just a little bit that I clipped. That's not even 1% of the Cash App messages that I have. Now, how would y'all feel if I said, for each Cash App message y'all see on that video, I'm going to charge that creator $1,000 to not reveal their name? Would I not be attempting to extort them?
Absolutely.
For the creators who sent me those Cash App messages that I put onto my page, I'm not going to reveal your name. That's not what this case is about, okay? Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all know what you sent. I blocked your names out. Y'all trusted me back then. You can still trust me now. All right? I'm not going to make y'all feel like, oh my God, Bella's been getting dragged all this time and people really was sending her these messages. People really was saying these things about these creators. So if you didn't see the note I put into that video, I put a note that said basically along the lines of, people can't handle the scrutiny and the backlash and the disrespect that I get. Some people would have, off themselves a long time ago. Some people would have folded and said, oh no, fuck that, y'all ain't gonna be dragging me, and just threw everybody else under the bus. Yes. But you know what, everybody can't handle what I put up with. I put up with this because I want people to feel safe. They feel safe over here. They can be themselves over here. They can pretty much float comfortably on this app like everybody else do. I want that for them. Because I'm telling y'all, some of the messages that y'all see on my video, on my page, some of those messages, if y'all knew who sent them, nobody will be looking at each other the same. Nobody. I said to y'all before, I don't want no apologies. Bella, why do you sit back quiet? You don't address nothing. Because I know what's real and what's not. Well, Bella, you sent cash out. Yes, I have. I'm not Judge Millie every fucking day. I'm Judge Millie one day a week. When I'm not Judge Millie, I'm in other people's lives being entertained like everybody else. I'm just Bella over there. Shout out to K Dub. Shout out to Kia. You know how good it felt to be in their panel and just be me? They opened their space for me to be myself and it felt amazing. Cause I'm still Bella. This is just, it's not real. But I seen y'all take a break. I seen y'all boxes pause. So can y'all unmute y'all mic for this case? Cash App. Based on what has happened to me with this creator telling me that if I don't want my Cash App messages revealed, then I need to pay $1,000. Based on the Cash App messages I have, if I said and did the same exact thing, would I not be then trying to extort the people that trusted me? Go
Yes, it would be
ahead.
a form of extortion. Yes.
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 Yes,
Yes, I feel the same way.
most definitely.
Absolutely. And
Hmm.
Bella, I'm going to go make my page public for a minute so that they can go and see your see what you're talking about. So I'll be right back.
Yeah, thank you for the haters.
You're welcome, love.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And again, continue to tap the screen just to protect the live. I appreciate y'all.
So Bella, I have
Thank y'all for the gifts. If you're not already following this page, The BellaLeonè Show, we are here Sunday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all for being here. You were saying something?
oh, I'm sorry, I have a few questions. So so this content creator, what is their reason for trying to extort you?
This person said that they was being dragged, that I basically threw them under the bus and they took the fall for me. And because there's no friends on this app, they was like done protecting me. Although the same person was messaging me up until I turned my DMs completely off. I want to highlight that for the court. This person has been in contact with me when I was going at it. I wouldn't say going at it, when I was being dragged by other creators. And thank y'all again for the gifts. Not once did this creator express that she felt the way. Because that's the narrative that's being put out there, that, oh, you threw me under the bus so I can be dragged. So that's the reasoning for attempting to extort me.
Okay, so what will make this content creator say you threw them up under the bus? Like what was said?
Because apparently, what was said was that the conversation when this content creator was live, I sent the message to this content creator while they were talking about a subject. But the narrative now is they didn't start talking about a subject until I brought it up. That's the thing, right? So when I came into the live, we're discussing what we're talking about.
Let for the haters up. She bang.
She's back. Yep, thank you. This creator says in the video, if a blogger still has it, I pray they do. This creator said that these are my feelings. This is my thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Now is, oh no, I was only saying it to protect her.
So this content creator does not have a mind of their own. Is that what I'm hearing?
That is exactly what you are hearing. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
because apparently the scrutiny this content creator got was so egregious that, oh no, fuck that, I'm not going to sit back silent anymore. Bella's not standing on business. I'm going to expose what we've talked about. I'm going to expose the messages she sent, and I'm going to expose our private conversations. So
So by her exposing the messages was supposed to do what?
it was supposed to say Bella is a shit starter behind the scene. Um, that I be this is the best one. So I like how one of the messages that was sent was me sending a message in third person. I'm not even gonna. Let me catch myself. I'm not the only content creator who's done that. These content creators know who they are. They've done it. So everything that was being discussed last week, like, well, yeah, Bella, she's doing this. I'm like, I'm not doing anything differently than other content creators. I sent messages by myself in third person. I've sent funny messages. I've sent relay messages, meaning people. They say, who's the people? Go to my page and look at the videos. People who trust me, that send me DMs, that send me cash apps, those are the people. And I'm not going to be a fool and not have these people trust me going forward because I have a point to prove. No, I'm going to take the hit like I've been doing. I don't mind it. Because when you know what's real and what's not, oh, she don't take accountability. I just said that I send cash app messages like everybody else. I just said that I've had private conversations. I want people whose associates on this app post your messages, post your discourse, and show me that y'all haven't talked about nobody on this app. Until I see people do that, don't be all, oh my God, Bella, she's talking about people behind the scenes. She's sending a message behind the scenes like everyone else. Oh,
So, so,
Bella,
So
woman,
why
so,
do you
so
think?
Bella,
she's
Be- Be-
gone.
Bella,
So
I got
why
a
do you
question for you.
think?
I got a question.
Hold on, abundantly. But this is my
Go
last
ahead, Tiff.
question, baby girl.
Go
Why
ahead.
do you think it's good for other people to do it, but it is a huge problem for you?
Okay, why is it okay for other people to do it, but it's a problem when I do it? Because why not? I'm one person to all these people. It's easy to go after the person who stands alone. Besides, when I'm here with my crew on something, it's easy to go after that person. You're not going to go after a person that has multiple people that's going to swarm in and be like, oh no, not this one. Yeah, I don't have that. So it's for them. It's like, oh yeah, Bella's the easier target. She's not allowed to play the game like everybody else do.
Can you tell us,
So,
Bella,
wait, I just have one question for
what are the
Bella.
positives
Miss Not
of
Like
what?
Most. Hold on. Miss Not Like Most, hold on. Bella, so did the creator come to you first and give you a price? Or no, just went straight online and did what they did. So they never even gave you an option, correct? Is that what you're stating?
No,
Okay.
yes,
Okay. 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 Get it. Okay.
that happened.
So what are the cash apps that you sent, and what like give us context? Like what was they?
You want contacts? Okay, thank you for asking that publicly because they'll swear I'm just making this one up too. So, one of the Cash App messages was I actually screenshotted. All right, let's see. And for the person that's watching out, no, I don't even know why you would think you would be on the docket. You good? Um, where is it at? Yeah, screenshot this. So one of the Cash App messages I sent, it says the housewarming a cover up. She need rent money. That Cash App message was referring to lovely Georgia Peach. That was April 17th. That was after I had the court case. That was after Monday and Tuesday I was being dragged on her platform because she did not like how I handled her court case on that Sunday. April 14th. Now go into the video on my page. Y'all will see some cash April 14th. So when you say nobody was saying that, Bella, she's making those things up. Who's the people? So anyway, so that Sunday, I got some shady Cash App messages about Peach. She felt like no one really sent those messages. I was just being shady to her for her association to this other creator. Although I tried to explain, no, that wasn't it. People really do feel this way. People allege that she had a boyfriend, so why wasn't her boyfriend helping her with her moving expenses? That's a Cash App message that is on my page, by the way. So that message came after Peach dragged me on her panel the very next day because she did not like how court was handled. My dance video of me and my lingerie was played. That was a time. That was a good night. That was a good night. If y'all drink Taylor Port, y'all know that was a good night. If you haven't had it, try a glass.
Right, child. I had it before.
I can't hang.
I had it before.
I cannot
Anything,
hang,
I
girl.
had
You
it.
can
I
have it.
had
I
it.
cannot hang. I can't
I
do
could
it.
do a whole bottle. I'm good.
Yeah,
Oh
that
my
was
God, I can't even drink a sip. It's so strong. I can't. I can't.
yeah, that was a good night, y'all. Listen, I had that Taylor Port in my system. Then my husband made me a drink. Next thing I know, I had this silk robe on, but I had my lingerie on underneath. Child, I just got the dancing, and then my favorite song came. Listen, it was a whole vibe.
Yeah, take the point will get you in
It was a
trouble.
vibe.
Telling
It
me
was a
it's gonna get you in
vibe. It was a
trouble.
time that
That's
night,
all I'm
child.
gonna
Yes,
say.
it was a time. It was a time. But let me focus. So she played that video on her page. I guess I think people have this weird notion that I'm ashamed of it. I don't know. They said I didn't. My husband didn't love me. All types of shit was said after that video came out. But shout out to the babe. Bought me a brand new car. Nonetheless, so that happened, and then I take it by that Wednesday. That's when I guess Chasing held a live. Don't even remember what the live was about. But yeah, I think Chasing was hosting a live because she didn't like how these creators was speaking ill of me. So I sent the Cash App message like, she's hosting the house. Matter of fact, the housewarming is a cover up because she need rent money. That was April. I said the housewarming was a cover up because she needed rent money. What month are we in?
June.
June.
That was April. All right. Can any of the jurors that associate with lovely Georgia Peach, and I'll even ask the comment section to correct me if I'm wrong, because this is why we in accountability court. In April, did lovely Georgia Peach have a job?
I don't think so.
I
No,
mean, we don't know what she do at home. I
that
don't know.
that's true, but I don't. I
I don't
don't.
That's
know
what
what she
I
do.
don't know. I
We
don't want
can't
to
say
assume.
we can't
This
say
is
yes
why
or we
it's
can't say
open.
no. I don't know.
We don't know. I
I
don't
Right.
think
know.
she was looking for
Okay.
one, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Okay. For
I
me,
don't know.
okay, this is for the haters. And I'm going to say this. Um, Off the app and on the app are two different things. So we cannot say what someone has off the app because
Right.
when you're on the app, you might not give your personal information. I do recall when she was going to seek employment. So we don't know that she does not have a job. So I don't think that's fair if she's not in here for us to say
Yeah, I agree,
she has
Rajetta. I
one.
mean, for the haters, I'm so
See, this
sorry.
is
For the
why I
haters, I
love
agree.
the people over here
Yeah,
because
it's true what she's
we
saying though.
don't
I
know
think
what
that
you
that's
know with
fair. We don't
assumptions.
know.
That's beautiful. I appreciate that. Someone in the comment section, hold on. Let me scroll up. Shout out to the bloggers who record everything. So only one son said she said last week she's still looking for work. So that message just said that. Let me screenshot it so they know that I ain't just pulling these messages out of nowhere.
You saying that Georgia P still looking for work?
That Georgia Peach is still looking for
No,
work.
that's a lie. She said she got a job.
So see how that works though.
Yeah,
See,
no, she got a job. I believe it starts late June, but she did state that and she did find a job. Yes.
Why is it important?
okay. So
Well, may I ask a question?
thank you. I'm
Um,
sorry, Ladies, you was going to say something.
Thank you. I don't think it's fair for us to even discuss whether she has a job or not if she's not
I
allowed
agree
to
with
come
that. I
into.
agree with that.
So Miss Not Like Most, it looks like your jurors want to stop the context at this point. I think we heard enough. But that's what the reason for that message was. That was one of the messages I sent. So Chasen felt the need. That's who the content creator is, by the way, for those that was asking for me to name that content creator. Chasen felt the need to attempt to extort me to not release what I've said privately. So, can any content creator going forward do what Chasen did? Get paid hundreds of dollars to release private information that y'all trusted to send to those creators?
You're
Is that
asking, can anyone do it?
One,
Anyone can do it. Now,
was
should
one
they
that
do
said,
it? It's up to them and their morals. But yes, everyone can do it if that's the question. Of course you can, but is it right?
one,
That's
one
what the
one
question
creator
is.
said that she is
So,
gonna. You have to pay extra not to be anonymous, and so it's 25. If you send 25, then she's gonna say your name. If you send 30, then it's anonymous. So,
Just
some
because you
people have
can
changed.
doesn't mean that you should. That's totally wrong.
right, right. And that's what I'm saying. You can, but should you is another question. Right.
Yeah, I agree with Shades. Like just because you can do it don't mean it's right.
And I feel like people move the goal point. They say 25 now, but if they get mad at you later, will the price go up or they ask you for more money then?
Do y'all understand that if
Also,
I was so concerned about that message not getting put out and I paid that $1,000, do y'all not understand that at any time chasing is just feeling like, you know what?
But I have a question, Bella. Were the messages that this person was trying to extort you with, like were the messages bad? Like what was in the messages for her? But
I literally gave you one of the Cash App messages that was released. The case is Cash App versus TikTok. The Cash App message talked about me referencing Peach Housewarming for rent money back in April.
and that was it. It wasn't anything else.
I think it was like two other Cash App messages. Let me see something because I think I can pull
And
it
those
up.
ones that just the one that you just posted, right? All those messages that you posted on your page.
All the ones that I posted was messages that people sent to me.
Right. Okay.
Some may deem is shady, whatever.
Right.
No,
So
there
you
were,
said that the only message that she was trying to extort you with was the ones from about the peach house.
So the ones about Peach, it was the Petty Rose situation. She wanted to extort me about that, and I was just like, anything that was said in the messages, I can repeat. So I think they have this weird notion that, oh, Bella is going to cower down. I don't know where they get this idea from. Just because I don't address something doesn't mean that when it is mentioned that I'm not going to stand on it. Don't know how that works, but
okay. It was 3 cash messages,
yeah.
but they implicated a fourth one in there as if Bella had sent it to Chasing Pillows, but it was actually the other way around. One was for the housewarming gifts. One was for group funding. I think that's what they said. And one was for Petty Road. The next one was for Kels, but that one ended up being the one that Chasing Pillows actually sent Bella. I don't think that was for that one's supposed to have been even shown, but it was.
So
So
I'm gonna tell you why, in my opinion, why I think that message was shown intentionally. Because people react first off of emotion, then logic. People saw the messages, didn't read them through, and immediately believed that every Cash App message that was put out there were all my messages intentionally. So, one message being, let me read it. It said, of course, white T. Kells hides as black people fight. Typical. Now, I wouldn't have said that myself personally because I don't feel that way about Kells. But because Chasen knew that, Chasen tried to reverse it as if I said that. And had it not been someone calling it out and being honest, she would have allowed people to believe I sent that message as well. So while trying to say, yeah, Bella, she's out here doing this and doing that, you were in real time trying to manipulate the conversation.
So instead of being like cool with you, she was going against you,
Yeah,
basically.
it was never genuine. I didn't know that.
That's what it seems like. Okay, yeah.
Just like I didn't know that there was an issue with chasing and petty. I knew nothing about that. So when you find all of these things out after the fact, it's like, of course. Difference is, I can take a loss. I can take a L. When you don't know certain things, you can't prove certain things. You got to take the L and sit in it. That's why I'm not about to be on no world tours and trying to explain this and trying. Nope, you right. Can't explain the timeline. None of that. I'll eat that. But when you got people that's saying Bella's sending cash app messages to herself, all right, now I play the game a few times like everyone else. The purpose of me putting those messages on my page today was to show y'all it's people who is actively playing the game like everyone else. It's just a matter of you figuring out who was also playing the game.
So somebody in the comments asked, so was there an issue with Petty and Chasing before the live?
Yes, but I didn't know. I didn't know that Petty didn't like her. I knew nothing about that.
And it's Chasing Pillow. She's a blogger.
Yes, she is.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's all I want to know.
So I have one question. If Chasing Pillows would have asked you directly for the money and told you that she was gonna be revealing these cash apps, would you have paid?
Absolutely not.
Thank
I
you.
had a friend of mine on the phone when that was taking place, like, yo, do you want to just go ahead and pay it so you ain't got to worry about nobody? Because it seemed like when the fire cool out, something else is taking place. And I'm like, absolutely not. Let it play out. Because if I offer up $1,000 one time, then we're going to turn around and just because she's having a bad day, you know what, Bella? I don't think $1,000 was enough. I'm gonna need another $1,000, and it's going to continue out until I get sick of that being held over my head. See, you're not going to hold nothing over me. When you can stand on what you say and do, put the messages out there. Okay, and now what's supposed to happen? Because all you showed was that you wasn't trustworthy. You showed that, you know what? I guess who won't be sending no more Cash App messages to other creators going forward, just in case they decide to have a mad day.
And that's what I was about to point out a couple of minutes ago, is that now this changes the game on how supporters want to support their content creators, because hearing all of this, I'm not sending no more cash apps to anybody.
Stay woke.
Okay, but let me explain something to you. I did the videos I did simply
So
because
hold on. So hold on. I just got a Cash App message that said you showed mines. Petty messaged me on there. That's strange. Can someone go on my videos and see if any of those don't have someone's name blocked out? I want to make sure that I'm not assuming.
All of them have anonymous
They're
on
all
them.
anonymous.
All of them have anonymous.
Yes.
So this person that just sent this Cash App message claims that Petty just messaged them right now saying that their name was exposed.
I'm gonna go watch it again real quick, but I'm almost positive it was all anonymous.
Yeah, all of them is anonymous. I didn't even see no names at all.
Yeah, no names.
Just so y'all don't think that I'm lying about what I'm saying. See, y'all be thinking that people.
Even the comments saying they only saw anonymous too. So I don't
But I
understand.
just got this message. Look at the time.
824.
Now it's petty name in the cash apps, but it's no name
There's
on.
no name that sent it. Right.
Yeah.
Thank you. So you know,
okay,
whoever you are, no.
okay. That was the reason that I had such an issue with this Cash App situation because people do assume, when the Cash App started being read and people were paying their $5, it was to say something that you wouldn't want to say either in a box or in the comments so people wouldn't know what was being said. When you will hear content creators say, I'm not going to say who sent the Cash App, that just seemed to be a rule across the board. And because Chasing Pillows changed the playing field of that, I felt as though it would tarnish some of these creators because of that, of the lack of trust. So that's the reason I wanted to expose that. And I don't think it's fair for the creators who are not exposing names. This is a big situation, whether people want to admit it or not.
They
This
won't because it's me.
this could change whether people send that $5
No, it is a
or
big
not.
situation because honestly, it is exposing a lot of people, even innocent people who want to support and send a cash app.
And I wasn't sure if Abundantly was coming back or not. So,
Hi, Bella. Hi, panel.
what's up, Drop Queen?
Hey, Drop Queen.
Morning.
Hi, good
Morning,
morning.
drop.
Good morning.
So, for everyone who's a little confused at the purpose of this case, the purpose of this case is for me to only pose one question. For each Cash App message that y'all see on my page right now, would it be okay for me to charge people, each person, $1,000 to keep them anonymous? Would it be okay for me to charge each person $1,000 to keep them quiet?
No,
Why not?
Because I would
ethics. Sorry.
I would sue you if you did that. Not not to win anything, but to make your life miserable because if I trust you to do something that you're not gonna do for everybody, if you get angry with the haters and you expose something that I've sent, I would honestly sue you simply because just to make your life miserable. Because if you're not going to do everybody, don't get angry with me and go back on the um, contract that is assumed we have. Don't play me like that.
So you see how you can understand that if I did it to someone, it would be deemed extortion, morally wrong. There would be no integrity in me doing that. You see how you can easily spot that it would be wrong if I decided to do that, which I wouldn't. So why is it that no one recognized that's what happened to me?
Can I say something, Bella?
Okay.
It was because it was you. Like everybody said, she changed the game. There are going to be a lot of people who are not going to feel comfortable sending cash apps. Cash apps not only support the creator, it makes the panel fun. When you cussing people out and nobody know who cussing people out or saying anonymous stuff or mean stuff that they don't have the guts to say, from the panel. I mean, it's makes the panel fun. So a lot of people are not gonna feel comfortable doing this, and it definitely was extortion what she did to you, and you should sue her for doing it because there's only one person on this app who I know call out names, and you know he do it. It's Lord. So I
Another
don't, I
thing I
don't.
want to point out,
I,
I'm sorry, I didn't
can I,
mean to
can I,
interrupt you.
can I finish though? Okay, thank you. So Laura calls out names, but you know he does it up front. So how should the rest of us who send cash out messages feel when mad day come? This person might expose all my messages. I wouldn't even feel comfortable doing it anymore.
But you know what? I posted those messages because just like they've been doing every Sunday, the people over here trust me. That's why they send me cash app messages. Because no matter how many Sundays they done watch my name get dragged from sun up to sundown, they know they can trust me with their secrets. They ain't gotta worry about me revealing their messages.
Right. They have to be some integrity to the cash out messages or people won't feel comfortable doing it. Has to be.
Absolutely. They sleep peacefully at night knowing that nobody's dragging them, nobody's actively trying to look up their job, their Facebook, their children's school. They don't have those type of issues that I deal with on the day-to-day basis. I have people actively looking me up as we speak because of what I do on Sundays, not knowing I've been and going to continue to protecting other people. They have opinions, and I'm going to be the one to voice those opinions for them. Because why should they? There's some people with their actual names on this app. So why should they have to worry about, oh shit, I done said something in the Cash App message, being a little shady, being a little funny, might be concerned, but because they feel a way about this message, they're going to contact my business and put bad reviews. They're going to contact my job in hopes to get me fired. They're going to contact my children's school in hopes to put some type of rhetoric out there that I'm not a good parent. People have gone extra lengths. Their hate for me has gone that far. Everything I just said has happened to me. Trying to figure out where I work at, trying to get into old Facebooks that I don't have no access to, trying to figure out who my husband is. I just got a beautiful car and can't even share that with y'all because people just went that far. Not knowing I'm still protecting people as we speak. And I'm going to do that. I can handle it. Everybody else can't handle being actively looked at. That's a form of harassment. When your husband is being looked for, your children is being looked for, your place of employment, y'all wouldn't be able to handle what I go through.
I have a question. I wanna play devil's advocate for a minute, right?
Absolutely.
So we could argue that one can argue that taking $5 to insult someone is immoral, also, right? So why are we arguing about morality now? Because that's all what the cash apps are, is to
Um,
insult someone.
Bella's being extorted. That's called
No,
wire
baby,
fraud.
baby. I'm making a general statement. This is not towards Bella. Thank you.
Okay. So, with that question, morality wise, again, some are being shady. I mentioned that. Some are meant to be funny. And then some people just don't have the courage to deal with the scrutiny that would come if they said it themselves.
Okay, good deal.
I can deal with the scrutiny though. I show up every Sunday because I know what's real and what's not. Y'all seen messages that was said that I've sent, didn't deny them not one time. Yeah, I sent them. I'm going to send messages on behalf of other people. I'm going to send some messages being funny. Well, I did. Like I said, I won't be participating no more. And if anyone else decided to stop participating in other spaces, that would be their God given right because I was made the example of. Oh shit, they had Mad Day with Bella. If they had Mad Day with her, then anybody is fair game.
Right, 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 right.
Man,
Mhm.
when Tracy finished, man, Tib, I'm sorry. I'm looking at your
You done, baby.
profile name on here. You know I call you Tib. I'm
I
sorry,
know, my
babe.
baby. I know.
Okay, okay. When you finish, can I be next to
I'm
add?
finished. I'm finished. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, you're talking about cash out messages, but this is even deeper than that, simply because if that was the reason that they wanted to expose that, it would have been back when that actually happened. If you look at the video that I did, there were questions that I asked and I answered by what actually she said. And that was, if this was so important for you to expose, why would you hold it from Petty Row, from Peach, and from the commenters for what, a month or maybe two? None of this made sense to for the haters. If it's going to be my integrity, I'm going to drop it. Okay. The next thing is even bigger. Um, with the situation with another big content creator that could cause problems between two big content well, I call all of you all that I see all the time big content creators. It's no, I'm not disrespecting anyone. That could have caused issues on this app with Bella and um Petty Row, even more so than if there is an issue. That could cause a bigger issue with Georgia Peach and Bella. You know, this is bigger than the little cash app messages that we're seeing. It's really bigger than that. And extortion is the biggest thing of them all.
I feel like a lot of people on here lack integrity. I feel like a lot of people. Mad Day is something on this app. That's what I found out. Mad Day is something. People hold messages for months and months and months. It's like waiting to have ammunition. And as soon as you all have a fallout, people want to bring up old shit. That's crazy.
But you know what, Tracy? She was asked, did her and Bella fell out? She said, no, me and Bella never fell out. I just got tired because Bella wasn't standing on business. Okay, what business wasn't Bella standing on? She didn't even say that. She just wanted to put Bella on a chopping block, basically. She had no reason or cause for doing that. And
That's
she messed the game up.
That's
She
crazy.
was,
'Cause, Rob, if I come to you with something and me and you fall out, especially if I didn't told you some stuff, like that's the dumbest shit. Like because at the end of the day, again, it takes two people to hold a conversation, right?
that's right. That's
So
right.
why would I come? So if me and you fall out and I know me and you didn't had these personal conversations, we didn't talked about people, whatever the case may be, baby, I would never fall out with you. We
But
can
she don't have as much to lose as Bella. Because nobody,
No,
I didn't even know who Chasing Pillars was until this happened.
that's not true love because
No, no, I
all
mean,
of the
she's
no,
not doesn't have more to lose because she's not as known as Bella. I didn't know who that woman was until she exposed those cash apps. I know
Exactly.
who Bella
but
is.
remember, she did all of the text messages were not shown. That's the part that is so messed up on it. You know, if you're going to expose the text messages that you have with one person, roll that beam footage. You
Yep.
know, she had all of, when she scrolled up, and I had stopped, I don't know why. Oh, I got a call. I normally record from the time I get somewhere to the end. When she scrolled up, you could see all of those messages that she was going past, bypassing. I wanted to see all of that because if you're going to expose something, I want to see you really expose it. Don't play the thinkers, because you've exposed one message out of all. I want to see what, if you're saying you're doing it for a great cause, let me see all of it.
Is Chasing Pillows here to speak up?
Okay, so before we go any further, Drop Queen, they definitely did pay to dismiss you as a juror for the day. Is there anything you want to say before you leave the courtroom, Drop Queen?
If you can't make your money with the cash apps, make your money with the drops, Bella. I'll be down in the comments.
No, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. All right, so we need another juror to come up. All right, so this Cash App message, damn Drop, so rude to the lady so early, damn.
Someone did say that Chasing Pillows is live on her own live right now. So yeah.
So for this person that is concerned if I showed your name again, unless you can show me where I've ever showed your name in the Cash App, I did not do that. All I have is what is posted on my page. If you claiming that you saw me do that on someone's live or something, I'm gonna need you to show me that. But I did not do that. But anyway, just staying focused. So where do other creators go from here? Because again, the people that's over here, they do understand now why I do what I do and why I continue on with my show. Because I gotta do the job. I gotta make sure that these people feel comfortable. You can call them cowards, you can say whatever it is that you want to say, but these people trust me. They trust me to read their messages. They trust me to handle whatever's getting ready to come my way for it. I'm built for it tough. I can do that.
May I interject something else?
Absolutely.
Another thing that was done on that live, and T said this, when they were asking about the money, and it was show somebody's name so that people can get paid for, so that people will know what they're actually paying for, because other people got pissed. They were talking about another content creator. Um, and it's a bigger picture when you're talking about big dollars going on this app being paid for information. That's another thing you all are missing here. That was a $500 gain for chasing pillows.
Was it worth it though? People not being able to trust you no more. Was that worth it?
But in my opinion, that was a jab at HB because HB was getting so much money off of, hey, if you pay me this, you'll get that. You're not looking at the big picture here. And maybe it's because I'm all over this app, but that was a jab. It was multiple things being done in that live right then.
Can I ask a question on that? Why is it that if one creator do something, then the other creator got to do the same thing just to see if they can get it? I mean, I'm just saying, like, okay, so just because one get the money, you think the other gonna get the money same as that other creator? No.
Well, people have the right to try. This app, everybody pulls things from other content creators to make it their own. They'll flip it and reverse it and put their own spin on it.
So misunderstood. So what
Yeah.
you saying is no originality on here.
No. Whoever does it first is the original.
The
But
king.
if someone improves on it, is different, because you have to understand A lot of people don't have it's the foundation to figure it out on their own, but they're able to execute something
Better.
off of other people's ideas.
Got you.
We see it at work.
Absolutely.
But you know what I will say? That is the first law of the 48 laws of power.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So it looks like we getting ready to, before I even concluded, was there anything else y'all wanted to add pertaining to Cash App versus TikTok? All right. So we're going to put the verdict in. For those who are here for the first time, this is the BellaLeonè Show. We do accountability court Sundays, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you are not already following the BellaLeonè page, please follow the page. Thank you for tapping the screen. Share the live. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for subscribing. All right. So, the question that is going to be posed going forward. Now that we know the Cash App messages that was sent to my platform about other creators, knowing what you know now, one of the questions do I have: do you all still trust that I will keep your information private? And that is a yes or no question. I'm gonna start with for the haters.
Ah, damn. Um, yes.
Miss Not Like Most,
Yes.
Tib,
Yes.
Ashley,
Yes.
Noonie. Noonie, you said something? Damn, your phone is acting up. Noonie, try one more time.
Yes, I believe that you will keep things private outside of this situation because you were being extorted.
Absolutely. Misunderstood?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Chocolate.
Yes.
Now I'm going to allow the comment section to make a decision. With the information that y'all see on my page pertaining to the Cash App messages I have been sent, do you trust that I will keep your information private like I have before and now? Smiley face, yes. Sad face, no. I love the honesty.
So, Bella, I'm looking at everyone that's saying no.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to know, how did they come to that conclusion when you haven't been doing a world tour? You haven't done anything to demonstrate that you would even do that. So how are they coming to that narrative that you would do it?
I was gonna have the same question because I'm looking at the votes as well, and I'm just like, what the heck is going on? It's back in like it's neck to neck almost. It's just like, what the heck?
Right, but I don't think it could be definitely just for her because my confusion for me is yes, I do trust Bella, but it's another part of that question.
So my
Do
next
I
question,
trust that I'm going to send any to anyone now? simply because this happened.
Right, hun.
That could be
But
the
that was
no
my
that they're saying.
question.
Right.
Based on what happened to me and everyone witnessed me, um, y'all witnessed an attempt of extortion in real time. Based on what happened, do y'all feel comfortable sending other creators Cash App messages that are meant to be anonymous after what happened?
Now I have
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Now I have a question with that because the
I'm
first
not
time
gonna do
you
that.
said you right. So the
Yes.
question, right. So this second question is like for any creators, right?
Yeah. So now,
Right.
not me, because y'all know, like I said, I got messages that date all the way back, and
Right.
you
Right.
have not heard me repeat who sent what, nothing, because that ain't how I roll.
Right.
Trust me with that information, so I'm going to maintain that trust. However, Chasing showed that everybody's not going to maintain that trust. So it's other creators out here that might feel how Chasing feel.
That
And
part.
you know what? Times is getting hard. I need a couple dollars right now. I want to drop some names. So do y'all feel comfortable sending Cash App messages to other creators going forward after what just happened to myself?
Okay. I don't think that's a fair playing field. And let me explain why.
Sure.
Every platform, and I'm gonna speak on Black Diamond. Um,
Okay.
Black Diamond has a mafia group that will 100% stand behind her if they were asked that question. And I rock, you know, I don't have any kind of um, ill will against her. If you were to ask me that question, I would say I would trust her not to reveal it. But I'm going to say this. Um, Overall, because of that situation, I cannot see myself doing it. Not because of one, but because of the scheme of things. And I'm going to show you this that um, some people are going to get angry with me, but I'm keeping it 100 up here. I do have a video that when Petty Rowe, Nosy, and Black Diamond were on vacation, and Diamond had to go do something. Petty Rowe and Nosy read some of the Cash App messages. Some of those could have been, nobody's name was revealed, but other people did see it. Now, I do think all of those are content, you know, great content creators, and I don't think the names would be revealed, but the scope of what is for anyone to see or only that person. Do you get what I'm saying?
So I just want to be direct with this question. So that would mean it because people they send us the Cash App message directly to us for our eyes only. Are you saying that she basically breached that when she allowed Petty and Nosy to read them?
I'm not saying, I'm asking a question.
I'm
Yeah,
okay.
right.
Okay,
I'm
good. I'm
asking.
gonna need y'all to take this one because maybe I'm
No,
okay.
I'm saying I know I saw that. Is that the scope of it should only be seen by one person, or is it because everybody across the board as big content creators would hold that to themselves as well?
You should hold it because no one else was there when the Cash App was sent. So if I'm going on vacation with you, Bella, and anybody else, and I was a big creator on this app and I want to show you some stuff, how dare I do that? It's the same thing as this case. Instead of it being amongst 3 people, she did it in front of 600 people.
But she didn't tell him to read it though. I think at that moment, Nosy and
No,
Petty, they didn't know what to do at that point. They were just, just holding it down until Diamond came back because I was in there.
but
So
it's the question. But the question is, okay. So hold on. So let me just go back a little bit because I want to make sure I understood her question. Maybe I did not understand it fully. So Diamond was live, is what you're saying, and the Cash App messages came in, and they were able to see who sent them and read them. Or
Okay, the cash apps were coming in, and she had to walk away. And Petty Roll and Nosy were reading the cash app messages just like everybody else. So my question is, was that a breach, or is it because there is loyalty amongst big content creators? um it's still sacred, and that's why I'm saying it's a bigger scope here than just something small.
but
I trust
even though they
I
read them, they don't know who it is. No, at that point either, because this is Diamond
no
Mafia. They don't know who it is, and they didn't say no name. They just read the Cash App because they know how Cash App goes.
no one,
I think y'all missed what she's trying to say, y'all.
if a cash
Listen to
app
what
now I
she's
hear what
saying.
she's saying.
if a
I
Here's
hear
ca-
what she's saying. She's
okay.
saying right now, right? My Cash App messages are my Cash App messages. My husband has not read one message I've ever gotten. Not one. So what she is saying is that the purpose of the messages is supposed to be for your eyes only. Because if it was meant for other people to read the messages, that one, they would have just came up, said it themselves, or just type the message in the comments. For the haters is asking, so should a line be drawn because people that shouldn't be reading messages are reading them too? She gave the example of Petty and Nosy. Petty and Nosy read Diamond messages. When the integrity of the game is it's supposed to be for your eyes only. Are we missing something here? Because I don't understand why it's not being comprehended.
So that's my question. Now, do I personally think that Patty Rowe or Nosy will disclose the person's name? No, I don't. But that is the question, right? Who sets the rules? Absolutely, you're right, Hoover. And that shit. So that's why I'm saying who actually does.
My thing is this: if Diamond was live and her phone and people can obviously see that she's not at her phone, but you still send a cash app message, then that means that you didn't care that they saw the message.
So would that be wrong? Is what for the haters is asking. Why?
I don't think so because even when
No, it
Petty
wouldn't.
and Petty and Nosy was sitting there, they were like she said, they were still sending the cash app.
No,
So
it's cool. I got you. Let's dead this shit right now.
yeah, thank you.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
Would you okay? The Cash App messages that's coming in right now on my phone, right? For the haters, would you be okay with me sharing the Cash App message if you sent one to my phone right now? Yes or no?
Wait a minute. Would I do what now?
Would you be okay with me sharing what you sent to me in a Cash App message on my phone? Would you be okay with me disclosing that to other people if it
Fuck
happened?
no.
Would you
Fuck
be okay with
no.
it?
No.
Oh no, okay. Let's just get straight to the question. Miss Not Like Most, would you be okay with it?
Yes.
Okay. Tip?
Hell no.
No. Okay. Ashley?
No.
Noonie?
No.
Misunderstood?
no.
No.
Can you repeat the question one more time?
Would you be okay if you sent me a Cash App message right now that's meant to be private and I just said fuck it, and instead of blocking your name out, everybody knows you sent me the message? Would you be okay with me doing that right now?
Will everybody know that I sent you that message?
Yes.
Did you say my name? Or you just reading the message, whoever sending
I'm
it?
reading it. Not on. So here's the thing, right? Because nobody's home. My husband is at work. So y'all would be the people I'm allowing to see the message. Okay, let's say my phone is set up where as though the message come down and y'all can read the message, because I had to step away from my phone for a moment. So the moment I stepped away, y'all can see every Cash App message that comes in. Would you be okay with y'all being able to see that?
Wait a minute, hold on.
It's
What are you referencing?
Because she's
yeah.
not understanding. Listen, she's not understanding what I'm saying. So the haters is saying that two people, Petty and Nosy, read Diamond's Cash App messages when the rules is supposed to be for our eyes only.
Oh, I thought you was talking about in general. So in that
Right.
case, so if I'm friends with you, that's just like me being at your house, Bella, and me looking at your cash apps.
My husband don't even know what my Cash App messages
I'm
are.
I'm just
No.
I'm not talking about that. I'm saying if I'm friends with this person, no, I would no. No.
Well, okay, so hold on, Bella. I would just say it like this. If you get a text message, I would not be cool if you open up my text message to read who sent me the message, if you know who the person was. And that's the whole point. If the phone is left there and a message comes through and a person picks up your phone and reads it, that's none of their damn business. That's what the haters are saying. That is what Bella is saying. So let's put it in a different context.
Because I'm confused.
So
You
for
got
me,
it.
I
You got
wouldn't
it.
care if I send a
I mean,
cash out
text
message. I
message is
don't
more
care if
personal.
you
Cash apps, if you bold enough to send it, somebody gonna read it.
right.
Cause somebody was that
If you
bold
bold
enough
enough to send
to
it, you
send
should
it.
be bold enough to have your
Right. You
put your
bold enough
name
to
on
send
it.
that message. Anybody can read that mess.
Yeah, that's absolutely.
Okay, well, let me ask
So
you this. What's the purpose of me paying? I mean, I'm just asking.
I mean, I
You
ain't
know,
never seen no cash out message. That's how
I'll stand on what I'll say anyway. But if I'm gonna send something, if I'm fixing to pay $5 to say something that I don't want to say in this panel or in the comments, I don't expect nobody I didn't know, and I send it to a cash app. That's me sending it not to be known. But so what's the purpose of me sending that $5 if I want everybody to know that I said it? And I
Do
just use
you understand that
you
question she's
said.
asking? What's the purpose of sending $5 if it's not going to be kept in private? Other people is going to be allowed to read it.
But I need to clear things up. I trust Diamond and I trust Petty Road. I was using that because there, and Hoover is right. There's not anything written in stone. So that was my question. Are we doing too much saying other people can't see it or not? And that is a question to be asked.
I think from a moral standpoint, no. But I also feel like when people are cool with someone, who's to say? Just say, for instance, haters, I'm Jet, but I'm at your house and you showing me messages, right? And me and you are cool. You know that I'm not going to say anything, so we're just going to play. How we know people now that get these cash app messages? How you know that people don't already know your business or
Right,
know that was you that said A, B, and C? You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
And let's put it here. I'm not giving nobody my phone that I do not trust. That's gonna reveal anything
that part. I won't leave
in
my
my
phone if I
family.
don't trust
I'm
somebody.
not giving nobody my phone who I don't trust. And so you
Right.
have to have a level of trust to even give them your phone. So I don't agree with that.
I'm sorry. I have a question though. Okay, so back uh it's all about it's Tip's question that she just asked. So Tip, how would you feel about the haters if she showed you something that someone sent her? Would you trust her after that? Because see, now it's a character. It's a character trait. Because now
If
you're
she's my
showing me
friend,
something. It
if she's
doesn't
my
matter.
friend, oh yeah,
No, 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 no,
oh no,
no,
it matters.
no.
It matters.
Oh, okay. See, I don't move like that. So because if someone sent me something, and I don't care if you are my friend, I'm not gonna tell you something about somebody else if it's none of your business. Because if you came to me and you told me something, and then I'm friends with not like most, I'm not gonna say all out the blue, girl. Hey, you know what? Tip said, da da da. What?
Right. I agree with that, but that's not what we're talking about. That's not the
But it's
premise
the
right. That's
same
not the
thing,
no,
though.
it's
We're talking
not.
about cash
No, it's
app
not.
messages
That's
that other
you
people have
y'all trying
paid
to make it
for
hold
to be
on, because see
decreed.
now
I'm
I'm about to
sorry,
get
love.
upset. Because see, I feel like y'all trying to make it this
Make it
personal about
personal
John.
more
We
than
is
what it
not gonna
is.
do
No,
that.
I was
We
asked.
ain't
No,
gonna do
that's
that
not
over
me,
here.
Tip.
You're not gonna make
Tip,
that personal.
Tip,
Because I
don't do
feel
that
like
to
that's
me.
what you're doing.
Tip, don't. No, no, no. I'm asking a question for
Baby, can we
context
move
for
on,
myself.
Bella? Because I'm tired of talking about that.
Oh wow.
But the question is, ladies, it is just strictly about cash app messages, and would should anyone else see them other than the person that it was sent to? So you're right, guys.
Okay.
Can we both have
That must have
true
said that
homes?
this had to be working her spirit to remember that. Someone said no one should be sharing anything meant private. And I ain't gonna lie, this is one of those situations where we're trying to figure out how we got here. For the haters posed the question because it did in fact happen. She watched it happen on a live with a big content creator involving two other big content creators. So because who the content creator is, that's why we should leave it alone, brush past it. So let's use myself. Bella is on vacation. My husband comes over to my phone, read my messages. He's a big creator on the app. Would I have been scrutinized had it been me? If I allowed anyone to read my messages other than myself, would I have gotten backlash and scrutiny? For the
Yes.
haters,
I, I, I don't think so,
this
Bella.
is a question that I'm posing. I'm going to start at the top.
Okay.
If it was me who allowed someone to read my Cash App messages, would I had gotten scrutiny for it? I'm gonna start with for the haters.
Yeah,
Miss not like most.
Bella, can I say something first? Because they see your husband has the phone and still send you the cash app, they see he got the phone. So why send the cash app? So I'm saying no.
Y'all making my blood pressure go up.
I came up here for the dockets. I didn't come up here for the thing. I thought we was gonna just get on with the dockets with the peoples.
I'm sorry, I need to drop.
All right. All right. So, all right. We have a no. Let me see. I think someone else dropped down, so I'm gonna have to see who else. All right. So we have one yes, one no. Okay. Tip,
No.
Ashley,
Yes.
Noonie,
No.
misunderstood.
Yes.
Venus,
Yes.
chocolate.
No.
Hung jury. 4 believe that I would get scrutinized had it been my messages being read by someone else other than myself. 4 believe that I wouldn't have got scrutinized. So now we're going to allow the people to make a decision. All right. So
And let me say this while you doing the poll. I want everybody to up here on this damn panel and in these fucking comments to stop acting like y'all ain't told somebody personal fucking business. Get the fuck out of here with that.
And I'm gonna say this: I have a sister. I tell all people because that's my blood sister. So hey, I'm a mute.
if I allow someone to read my Cash App messages, would I have gotten scrutinized? Smiley face, yes. Sad face, no. That's the question that's being posed. If it was me who did the same exact thing, would I not get scrutiny for it? Smiley face, yes. Sad face, no. Y'all know these is healthy dialogues, right? Because we don't all agree. We don't all have the same mindset. So this is good. 254 people concluded that I would get scrutiny had I let other people read my Cash App messages that are meant to be private. So, all right, there we go. So, what is the conclusion here, jurors, pertaining to Cash App versus TikTok? At this point, when it comes to sending Cash App messages, I would recommend people tread lightly on who you send them to. You can send them to me because, again, I'm not going to break that trust barrier with y'all. Your secrets are safe with me. I don't believe in Mad Day. I'm not going to show your Cash App messages just to save my ass because I'm tired of people dragging me as an excuse.
Bella, can I interject for a moment? First of all, good morning, and good morning to all the ladies on the panel.
Morning.
I discussed the shenanigans on TikTok with 2 other people behind the scenes. I'm mostly quiet, but I think I've seen some of everything. So I have a question with the cash apps. I
No,
think,
no, go ahead. I was responding to a message that said if I ever had a fallout was with someone, would I reveal messages? I've had in quite a few fallouts, in case y'all haven't noticed, and not once did I reveal any Cash App messages that was sent. But go ahead.
and with that being said, when Chasing Pillows put your cash app messages out there, the problem we had behind the scenes is that the energy in the Cash App messages did not match the energy you had when you were asked, do you have a problem with her? I think that on that live, I don't remember, I think it was Peach's live. In that live, I think you were asked, flat out, do you have a problem with her? And your answer was no, but the energy in the Cash App messages said that showed us that you didn't kind of care for her too much. I think you would have not gotten that much backlash if you had said verbally, I don't have a problem with you. I just don't like how you move, because that's what your Cash App messages indicated. You understand what I'm saying? So there's a conflict on what you said verbally versus what you sent behind the scenes.
Okay.
So that's what we who don't comment a lot, that's what we got. So my question is, which one is it? Are you do you not care, do you not necessarily You don't have to like or dislike her, but it's her movements on the app is what got under your skin, and you portrayed that through the quote unquote anonymous cash apps. You let that be known through the anonymous cash apps. With are you getting what I'm saying? Are you understanding where I'm
I'm just
coming
waiting for you to finish.
from? Okay, go ahead, mama.
Before I do so Tib, I do have a cash app for you. It said drop Tib dumb slow ass. They paid for it.
Well, baby, guess what? I'll be done with these 2 fucking master's degrees, baby. Baby, I'll be done with these 2 fucking master's degrees, baby. I'll be whatever you want me to be.
Hmm.
Damn. Okay. All right. So I appreciate you coming in to be a juror for today. As always, you are appreciated. Let me see who else can come in your place. If you want to be a juror, please request up. Okay.
Good morning.
Good day, Butterfly. You're here to be a juror.
I am, and I have something to say also. But I want you to, if you want me to wait, I'll wait. So that you can address Venus.
Sure. Okay, so April 14th, timestamp. April 14th, I did the court case. Before I did the court case, I made it clear to lovely Georgia Peach that I did not want to be in her space because I was being disrespected unprovoked by people in her space. Had nothing to do with her. She did not understand that, couldn't comprehend it, whatever it may be. I was clear and direct with my words. She then took the court case that I did on April 14th, took it personal, felt like I drug her in court. So the very next day, Monday, I was dragged in her show. Tuesday, I was dragged to her show. Wednesday, April 17th, that's when that Cash App message was sent. By April 20th, Slim just walked into the live. Shout out to Slim. We had the conversation in Slim Space. I did not have a problem with her. Did I say what other people were afraid to say? Absolutely. As you can see in the messages on my page, if you haven't seen them already, Venus.
Yes, ma'am.
One moment. One person felt like she had a boyfriend, and that if she does, why isn't her boyfriend helping her? And someone else alleged that Peach Crew had a problem with me on the 14th. So whatever it is that people were seeing made them send those messages. So context is important because she just making things up. No one had a problem with her. No one had an issue. That wasn't the case at all. So when I said I didn't have a problem with her, I was genuine when I said that. I don't even have a problem with her now. I just do not care to be in her space or the people she associates with. I don't care for that. That's it. That's all. She's over there. I'm over here. Butterfly, did you have anything you wanted to say?
Yes, I do. I don't understand why people are acting so um, childish, basically, in regard to your question. It's a simple question that requires a simple answer. Now, so I'm going to pose it a little bit differently. If you feel like your friends, quote unquote friends, are entitled to all of your personal things, if you had your doctor's medical chart laying on your counter in your kitchen and your friends wasn't home, sorry, if your friends were over, your chart is laying on the counter in the kitchen and you walked out the room, is it okay that they just pick up your chart and look at it? It's not your business. Personal is personal. Plain and simple. What's going on in your phone is personal. Friends or no friends. I don't even want my children or my man to pick up my phone and just look through it. It's not your business.
We're not even allowed to leave our screen open at work because of HIPAA.
I
So
mean, stay in your lane. That's the bottom line. If somebody wants to share it with you, then that's on them. But for you just to pick it up and look at it on your own, it's not okay. So y'all need to just stop trying to coddle these damn adults. And I don't have no side, I don't have no stake in the game. but y'all need to stop coddling these adults and allowing bad behavior. Stop being a groupie and just participating in situations that you know is damn wrong. If it happened to you, you wouldn't appreciate it. The fact of the matter is sending a cash app and paying your hard-earned money, I don't care if it's $5 or $50, to either drop somebody privately or make a comment about somebody privately. That's why you pay. It's for privacy. That has nothing to do with not being a boss and not wanting to stand up and say it. Half the time you can't even get in a damn box to say anything anyway. So you have to send a cash app to be able to get your make your magic happen. And if you want to pop your shit, pop your shit. That's what the cash app is for. Plain and simple. It's not okay to expose that. And Bella, I truly have so much respect for you, the way that you handle most situations. I really respect where you coming from. I had no choice but to pay for sub today because I was like, I need to be heard. I'm not doing Cash App. I'm coming up. I respect your show. I respect your stance, and keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on glowing, sis. There's a lot of people who want to come up, so I'm gonna drop down.
Okay.
If you want me
This
to.
cash
It's
app.
your choice. It's your
You
choice.
know, if you want to be a juror, that's
I'll be
fine.
a juror. I'll stay up.
Yeah, the purpose of Venus, I take it you wasn't coming up here to be a juror. You just had a question.
No, yeah, I'll stay and be a juror. I appreciate
No
it. Thank you
problem.
for
I'm
the gift,
asking
everybody.
Venus the question. Venus, were you here to be a juror, or you were just here to pose the question?
Both.
Oh, both. Okay. All right. So this Cash App message said people should specify private in the message. And you know what? Oh shit! Somebody sent $50 to bring Tib back up. Tib, if you are still here, I'm going to allow the space for you to come back up. Tib, go ahead and request they paid to bring you back. I do think that is a great idea going forward after what was said and done regarding myself. Let me be the lesson learned for y'all. If y'all still want to send Cash App messages in support of these other content creators, put private, keep private in that message. I know you only get to say but so much in there, but maybe you should put keep private so that way you specified that you do not want this revealed at any point. Because once that takes place as well, then it's like, okay, at that point, you just went against my wishes. All right, where you at, Ted?
It's ridiculous.
To have to do
It's
all that, it
ridiculous.
is. It's a
If
thing
I
to have to do all
listen,
that.
I'm telling you right now. I mean, I don't. At this point, I don't feel I should be paying for nobody now. I'm like Hoover. Whatever I need to say, God damn it, I'm gonna say in the comments because if I send you my $5, I'm not sending it for you to say who it is. I'm sending you the message.
This
Come
message said
on.
cash apps are not always meant to be private. They want to be heard. And that's not what we're saying. Like right now, you sent that cash app message. I read it out. We're going to read them out, but we're not going to say who sent them.
Right.
The purpose is for privacy. If you wanted to say it yourself, you would have just typed it in the comments or came in the panel and said it. That's we keep saying over and over the purpose of the cash apps is to protect your identity.
Hold on, Bella. I gotta say this. Whoever dropped me, you a dumb hoe. But thank you, baby, for bringing me back. Be bold enough to come in them comments and say I sent that cash out, baby, so I can roast your ass on this
Oh,
good old
boom!
Sunday morning.
Perfect example. Tib just got a cash app drop, and it had a little slick comment to it. I'm not going to reveal who said that.
Right.
You see how that worked?
That,
Right.
and that's how it works. But what I'm saying, but the point of what I'm making is, if me and you together, I'm just looking at it more of a friend point. So I don't want to make it personal. I want to stay biased, but the whole totality of it, no, I would not.
Right.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Glock. That's my girl right there, baby. Y'all go play with somebody else. Y'all go play with them women. Cause see, but I got rich friends. Y'all some broke hoes. Go sit down. Go ahead and move out the way. Now you pay that $100 to drop me back down, then, sister. That's what you do.
They didn't get you started.
They make me sick.
See, for me, it's not even about being friends with somebody. It's still about privacy. Even your children, my children talk to me, privately about things. And then, they may be with all three of me, my children will be together. And then they'll tell their sibling, the one sister will tell the other sister. And I act like I still didn't know. It's not my place to disclose your private shit.
But you already know though. But you knew though. So that you made the exact point of what I'm saying. If one of your children come back and tell you something about the other child and you act like you don't know, that's exactly what we do.
But then how did somebody know that they knew? I would have had to like join in the conversation to then let her know that I knew already. I
I
would
don't
have
know.
been
I
when she
just
was talking about it. I'll be chiming in like, "Yeah, girl. When you told me that she's such and such and such, I act like I did not know. It's not my place to let her know that I know already, and that's her sister. That's
right.
her
I
privacy."
think what
But you
happened
talking
was
about
we took TikTok business into a freaking personal in home personal thing.
right,
Yes,
So
for
that's what
sure.
I'm saying. Like
absolutely
it went from like
right.
freaking hospital meals and all that type of stuff from a TikTok
Yeah,
business.
this is
Right. Let's
TikTok. We
get
don't
back
know
to
people
our
for
TikTok
real
cases.
business
on
is
here.
different from a
Let's get
personal
back to
in
our
home.
cases.
Yeah, I just feel like TikTok. We don't really have
I
no
think
friends on here like that.
we don't.
Don't
But
get
if
me
somebody,
wrong. Some friendships are developed on here, but that with Bella, that was wrong for whoever this content creator to do that.
right, because it was a paid situation. Paid situation means private. Period. It's just that
So,
part. It's not like she was sitting down with them having tea, talking shit. Then you can mention whatever you want.
so question
If that's
panel
not your
was this.
friend.
So question panel was this content creator trying to get some rent paid or trying to get something done to maybe extort for this $1,000? Maybe like were they trying to get something paid? I'm asking.
It seemed like for that much, it seems like it.
Oh,
They need some help.
It's messy. People just want likes, clicks, and views. That's all. That's it.
My thing is likes, clicks, and views based on trying to hurt the next person. That's where it's like, hmm. Like I said, I'm not gonna do y'all like that. For all those messages y'all see, y'all ain't gotta worry about me revealing who sent them. But those people who sent them know they're not fake either. So yeah, if I ever catch any of y'all talk about some gear, cause them Cash App messages she be getting ain't. Don't let me catch you lying, cause now I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna have to. First, I'm gonna have to hit you up private, like, so look. So you mean to tell me you forgot that we had that conversation? Oh, okay. Like that's the stuff I don't like. Like I'll be the liar. I'll be all these jackets they like to put on me. But when you start feeding into the narrative that people was throwing out about me and you know it ain't true, I'm definitely gonna be looking at you sideways. Like, okay, got you.
And bottom line, this is you guys, content creators. This is your business. You know what I'm saying? This is your business. You're not here because you ain't got shit else to do on a Sunday morning. This is your business. Your viewers are here to support you. We look forward to you coming on in the morning time.
Butterfly.
So
I'm gonna say this. I've been saying for a long time that I don't think that I'm a content creator. I'm just somebody who likes to go live while my husband is at work. For the day ones, no, I've been saying this.
okay, so I
So
love that
Casey
for
said
you.
that this
I
is
love
the
that for
stuff.
you. But
Yeah, no, I'm just here live, passing time while my husband at work, entertaining y'all.
I love that for you. But you are downsizing yourself, Bella. You are downsizing yourself. Those million views and all of that. People are not here because we ain't got shit to do. My husband could be in the next room, and I'm still gonna tune in. It's not like I'm just passing time. We are here for you. You are a content creator. You are passing time, but you are doing an amazing job. Millions of people not clicking on your screen because they ain't got shit else to do. So you're bringing something, you are getting paid for it, and it is an amazing situation. So fucking up your money, if you didn't get no money, I don't think you will still want to just be here because you don't have shit else to do. That's crazy.
Can I tell you a secret? One of
Please.
my biggest cases. Shout out to Nicki Minaj and Megan. By the time I hit in live, I only made $10, but 66,000 people watched that show by the time it was over.
That's disgusting.
No, 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 no. You said that if I wasn't making money from this, what? No, no, no. Like when I say I really be on here just passing, like when I say I appreciate the gifts, the taps, I swear to goodness, I've been meaning that shit this entire time. I wasn't always making money.
Right. I'm not talking about right.
I was getting off, and I've only made $5 or $10 because I was not here for the money. I'm
Right.
still not here for the money. It's people that say that I boast and brag because I say that I clock in to my career Monday through Friday. So when I say I'm not a content creator, I don't need this for residual income because
Oh, I believe that about you
I've
for
been
sure.
saying it. So when you say that, it's like I promise you, I've been on here whether I made money, whether I haven't, whether I got dragged, my husband pictures being put up, my dance video, and I'm still coming in every Sunday because
You enjoy it.
it's fun for me. I'm
Right. It's
not
one.
going to. That's why when people are asking why are you blocking left and right, because I don't care for the back and forth. When you know what's true, what's genuine, what's honest, why am I about to find myself having a lip boxing battle over shit that's not even real? I'm gonna let you have it, and you
Mm-hmm.
stay over there. So someone asked me yesterday, hey, why was I blocked? I think there was a misunderstanding. By the time the conversation was over, she unblocked, she subscribed. Like it was beautiful because there was a genuine conversation. I said earlier, Butterfly, I was able to have a conversation with K Dub, with Kai. It felt so good sitting in their panel and being able to just be me, be Bella, not judge Millie.
I
And
love
I
that for
think
you.
people have this persona that they put on me. I didn't put myself in this seat. They did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind sitting here. I enjoy it. I don't let it go to my head though.
Right.
Why last Sunday I ain't get a million taps. If I get them, I get them. If I don't, I don't. If I get gifts, cool. If I don't, that's okay too. When people are here just thoroughly entertained, they're going to turn that live button on and just do what they do best. It's
Listen, we all of us are here because we enjoy social media. I mean, all of us are are literally on TikTok because we enjoy social media. So I hope that you don't stop. I hope that you do make some money. If you don't, that's right. Clocking into a 9 to 5 is the real deal because that pays retirement. You know what I'm saying? You got some retirement vested,
well,
some 401k, and all that good stuff. So I feel you 100% on that. But
thank
y'all
you.
don't
But
stop
it's
tapping. Don't
all
stop tapping the
appreciated.
screen.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
For the haters, I'm gonna go because one thing that I rock with Bella because I love her court.
Yes.
And we can have these great conversations on a small live, but I'm here for what Bella does best, and that is have her court case. So I'm gonna respectfully go ahead and drop. And it's no disrespect.
No, you're good. I understand for the haters. I appreciate you. But for the haters is one of those people I mentioned, if not last week, the week before. For the haters, she saw me spiraling out, going in a direction that I shouldn't have been. And she told me, listen, tighten up. They don't come there to see you argue and go back and forth with people on Sunday. They there to see the show. So when you got people like for the haters in your corner, those are the people you need to keep around you. You got people like K Dub know how to be neutral. I ain't got no problem with Bella and I ain't got no problem with these people. So because I ain't got a problem with either party, allow these people to be here and enjoy themselves in peace. That's what neutral looks like. I felt so good being in K Dub space. It felt good being in Kia space. Same thing. Some people claim they neutral and then they allow so much disrespect and then wonder why you don't feel comfortable coming back. It's stuff like that. It be the little things, y'all, that y'all gotta pay attention to. Tib, I say I fool with you, I like you. I'm not about to have you every goddamn Sunday just have you getting disrespected, dragged, all that. But I claim we cool, we good. I
But
have
guess
a
what?
funny way of showing you if
At
I
the
allow that, wouldn't I?
but guess what? At the same time, I don't give a fuck. I know how to handle. Baby, you can say what you want, baby. Look, the old folks say they talked about Jesus Christ and he dead and gone, girl. So who am I?
That is true.
Baby, you let people say whatever they want to say. I don't expect but nobody to have my back when it comes down. to what somebody say. That truly does not matter. Cause guess what? What you eat don't make me shit.
All right, so let me see.
Good morning, Bella. Good morning, panel.
Hey, you're here to be a juror?
Not a juror. I wanted to pose, it's not posing a question. I just wanted to make a statement in regards to the example that was used with Black Diamond when she was on vacation. There was two content creators that was on vacation with her. She stepped away. So this is a learning lesson, and I'm sure she learned maybe from this live because I'm sure there's going to be footage about that situation. So mistakenly, she may have wanted them to carry her live, not knowing that they were going to read the Cash App. That's what I'm assuming. But if her regular routine is to read the Cash App in her live, she steps away and they go in to read her Cash Apps.
So hold
Whether
on. So wait, one minute. Probably not. Shar said that's not the same situation. Diamond didn't just leave her phone. She asked them. So if Shar was watching that live, Shar is saying she asked them to do it. That's a whole different situation.
oh, okay, if that's the case, then that's a whole nother situation.
Hmm. But yeah,
But
we're definitely getting ready to move on from that case pertaining to
okay.
Cash App versus TikTok. But I do appreciate you stopping up. And I
Thank
just want to say this so we're not derailing court because it is quite a few cases. Wait, hold on. She also told her supporters they would be reading the Cash Apps while she stepped away. So not only did Diamond allow them to read the messages, but she informed the supporters to basically, if you want to send the messages, send it at your own will. So at that point, they chose to still send the messages, then boom.
I think that's all we were saying. You know, if you bold enough to send it, then hey, it is what it is.
That's what
That's
Shark
all.
said in the comment section. So that's new information to us today. All right. Let me see. Let's see who else is getting ready to come up to be a juror. All right. And just so we can allow other people to have the opportunity to be a juror, if you want to be a juror, request up. There are people that I do not recognize that is requesting. So if you're wondering why, I just simply, I'm not familiar.
Good morning, Bella. Good morning, panel.
Hello, Sonia.
Morning.
Morning.
Good morning, beautiful.
Okay, so let's see who else. We got another person that's requesting up.
Good morning, Bella.
Good day, Dominique. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for coming in. You're here to be a juror for today?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right.
I just have one statement, Bella. If
Are you
everybody
here to be
think
a
your
juror,
question,
Felicia, or no?
no. I just have a statement. I wanted to type it in, but it's too much. If people think that your cash apps are fake, why not think that everybody cash apps are fake? You could drop me.
Well, thank you for saying that out loud on camera so they don't think I was making that up either. I'm gonna tell you why. So they think mine's is fake because as we all saw, I've sent messages in third person when there was discussions being talked about, like other people have done. I have that proof on my page. You will not know who it is, but quite a few people have done that themselves, and they are content creators. So it's just simply because it's me. Because I am not liked, anything that I do pertaining to my show, they're going to downplay it. They're going to speak ill of it. So it don't phase me because again, I know what's real and what's not. But how many of your content creators is going to be honest enough to say, yeah, I've sent Cash App messages in third person too. I've sent shady Cash App messages too. I've sent shady back end messages. How many of them are actually going to stand on what they do? Because when I'm called to the front, I say, yep, that happened. Yep, that was it. So we talk about accountability and standing on business. Isn't that what that looks like though? But hey, what do I know? Let's keep going. One more person to come up.
Bella, I have a question. So was Drop Queen dropped for the entire live or just for that particular case?
No, just for the case. She should. I mean, if she's still here watching, then cool. But yeah, it
Okay.
should just be for the
Because
case.
she asked me and I told her that she was dropped for the live, but now Drop, you heard Bella, so you can request backup when the next person
So,
goes.
well, hold on. So she was paid to drop, meaning she cannot be a juror, but she can watch. I wasn't sure if you said she was blocked or something. No, she's
Oh,
not blocked.
okay. So
But
I was
she
right
can't
then.
be a juror unless she pays
Okay.
to come back. Yeah.
And I was right. All right, thank you.
Yeah. No, thank you for the clarity. All right. So someone could have brought you back. I mean, listen, if you a favorite, somebody might pay to bring you back. Well, who knows? But all right. So we're gonna get into this next case. Now it's not necessarily. No, it is a case. Fuck it. Okay. Whew. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't even sure how I wanted to approach this case because of what all transpired, but I'm just gonna give y'all an update. Now, we had a court case, quite a few pertaining to Trina's circumstance and what's going on with her. We said we wasn't sure if Trina was going to actually bring her child back home to her home state or what the situation was going to be. Okay. So I'm just giving y'all an update when one of the Cash App messages asked if Trina had a felony or if she had a warrant. Do y'all recall a lot of people questioning why Trina wasn't allowed to get housing on her own? Why wasn't she attempting to get government assistance like food stamps and TANF and all that? Why wasn't Trina actively trying to get a job, sustain a job? Do y'all remember those questions being asked by the citizens? I want to make sure we clear before I press play. Y'all remember all that?
Yes.
Yes, because I was the one that posed, I believe I heard that she had a felony and would make it hard for her to obtain Section 8 because people were telling her to apply for assistance. And then another lady who worked for the Housing Authority now confirmed that what I said before was the old law or rule for Section 8. They have changed it. And she worked for the Housing Authority, I believe, of the state of New York.
All right, so go ahead and mute your mic because we have an update.
In my first rodeo, I promise y'all this ain't my first assault. I know this shit by hand. It's been about a year since the incident, right? So, I mean, I'm gonna go down there, I'm gonna turn myself in, I'm probably gonna have to do 24 hours in the county. So, ain't my first rodeo. I promise y'all this ain't my first assault. I know this shit by hand. That's that. That's why I'm asking anybody that can, even if it's $1, to send to the cash app. Because the quicker I can get home, the quicker the ball can really get rolling. There's nothing I can do with warrants looming over me. And it's in my experience that warrants don't pop up. So that was weird that it even happened. But it popped up. And I got to see everything on there too. So on top of that, it's other stuff that I gotta get expunged off of my record that I forgot about because it was in another county. So, yeah. I ran. It was done. It was done. A lot of stuff I had to get rid of. A lot of stuff I lost. It was very stupid. And I definitely gotta do a reverse. But it's like, I feel like the longer I try to pretend that that's not what I have to do, the further I'm gonna dig myself into. That's what you gotta do. Okay, Sunshine.
Okay. We have Trina here. So when the question was being posed back then, if you had a warrant as to why you wasn't getting assistance, as to why you wasn't actively trying to get a job, when people was posing those questions, Trina, and you knew that you had those warrants, why didn't you tell the truth when those questions were being asked?
Did I say I didn't have a warrant?
So
No, that was a question. Did I say?
I do not think that you said you didn't. I don't recall that you said no.
Okay, so I don't be knowing who y'all think y'all are, but if I don't want to answer something, I don't have to. Yeah, my record had already been put up, so to keep coming to me and asking me some shit that was already posted, I mean, we not kids.
Okay, so you don't think something like that is important because people is
Is it?
sending cash apps to
Is it
support
important?
someone who
Hang
is on
around
the
pedophiles?
run.
Y'all need to know about my misdemeanor warrant, but y'all hang around pedophiles? No, I didn't think it was important at all.
Have to watch your language.
Oh,
To
my bad. P3DOs. I didn't think it was important at all. I mean, if I'm just keeping
do
it
you
real.
not understand that people was putting you in housing? Do you know what that
Who
means?
put me in housing? What you talking
When,
about?
when they paid for your hotels, when they was paying for you to have somewhere to rest your head,
Girls don't do background checks, Bella. What you talking about?
when they were sending cash app messages to support you and where you were resting your head, do you not understand the type of situation you put those supporters in?
No, explain it to me.
You have a active warrant for your arrest. Do you understand what that means when the law is looking for someone and they are being housed by someone? Do you know?
Who was I being housed by? I mean, because I get what you're trying to say, but you're not saying it correctly because you
So
don't.
tell me what I'm trying to
What you're
say.
trying to say is they are aiding and abetting a fugitive. Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what you're trying to say? Because I mean, we can clear that up right, real quick. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, no, false. Next.
Why would that be deemed false if you're actively being looked for?
Because nobody harbored me. You have to harbor or directly.
They paid.
They
So
could.
financially, they helped house you.
No, because it went to more than housing, and it's called a donation.
Who
A
helped you?
donor, a donor is not responsible for what the recipient does. If somebody was housing me or harboring me or directly aiding in me running from the law, most of the people donating to me don't know my legal stand, and it has nothing to do with them. They can in no way be directed by it.
Trina, you are aware that everything that you do on live is recorded. So if you put on live, this is what I need
Yeah, I
X,
do.
Y, Z for. You
Most of what I
said
do is on live. I don't gotta sneak and geek and do all that weird shit. Most of what I do is on live.
that. So if you know that, then why wouldn't you not understand
I mean,
that?
I do understand. You don't understand, but I do understand.
Hey, I'm not the one I'm not concerned. I'm just giving the people an update for the ones that's been asking these questions. Just last week, someone sent the Cash App wondering if you had a felony or a warrant. We found
I
out
said yesterday it's a misdemeanor,
you openly said that you have warrants.
and
That's
I
what you
said
said.
yesterday it was a misdemeanor. You got the recording, play it.
I only have what was sent to me.
Oh,
You
well,
do
you
not
got to
have.
do better, Judge.
So, bottom line is, these were your words. Your words is that you have a warrant that you ran. You're clearly still
I
active.
ain't saying I ran from the warrant. See, that's what I'm saying.
You want me to play the whole? Let me play it one more time.
You gotta listen
No,
to the
it's
phone.
up. So go ahead and mute your mic so I can play it again for you. Since you
But
didn't.
the problem with what you playing is you playing a snippet. I
No,
said I ran from losing my mom, from being in.
no, I
No, ain't
played what you said, Trina. We're not gonna play
Dilla,
semantics.
first off, if you no, it ain't about semantics. Either you gonna play the full clip or you
How you
not.
play a
Cause see,
full
we
because
already
you
know that
come
you be
from
trying
my
to do all
voice.
some sneaky shit, Bella.
We
So stop.
we see you, Trina. You can't play mind games over here. I can
Bella,
only
it's
play
not
what was
mind
sent
games.
to
You the
me.
same bitch that be sending yourself cash
Okay,
because you don't want
well,
to say
I'm
what you
gonna
got to
go
say.
ahead because yeah, that's not how that works. Did y'all not hear jurors? Did y'all hear Trina in the clip say, thank you. Let's try this again. Jurors, did y'all not hear Trina say in the clip that she had warrants?
I did.
Yes.
I did, but
Did
I
y'all not hear me say, because y'all heard how she
Let
tried
me
to
say this to you,
put
Bella.
that in there? Oh, but you the one sending cash. I said I do exactly what other creators do.
hold on,
Ooh.
Bella. I was in her live yesterday. She cleared a lot of things up. The clip only got that part, but she did clear a lot of things up.
Okay, so based on what was sent to me though, I can only speak on what was sent. So I'm only playing what was sent. And the question was posed last week, so I was given an update. A lot of people had questions as to why she hasn't been asking for government assistance. One, why was she removed from the shelter? So if you had all of that going on, a warrant does explain why. Chances are they found her in Texas. Cause see, y'all allow people to say what they want when the facts is in front of you. So clearing things up from someone who's actively been tiptoeing around their issues, she could have been honest enough then and said, you know what, y'all, look, I got some situations going on with the law. No, instead it's, I need help with food, I need help with housing, and I need help with whatever else that she was asking for help for. So when you said, oh no, they wasn't aiding and abetting. If they sent you cash app messages in real time, is you're saying that you need a hotel to stay at, you're saying that you need somewhere to rest your head, whatever. The people that that you stayed in Texas with, guess what? They didn't realize that they was harboring a fugitive. So you want to get mad at me because I'm not going to play like I don't know what I'm talking about with y'all. Everybody else can play them games. I'm not going to play that over here. Go to somebody else's show that's going to gaslight and all that other shit.
Coddle.
Coddle, thank you, that's the word. Like that's fucking weird. I'm not doing that. It was okay to ask for these people money. You got these people money, and they didn't even realize that they was fucking helping a fugitive. Bottom line, you was feeding the fugitive, helping house the fugitive, clothe it, whatever you want to call it. That's what it is. Y'all hate when things be right in y'all face, and it's just wild to me. That is very strange. For the people that did not know, you didn't know. Nobody's beating y'all up for it. Knowing what y'all know now, yes, she is an active fugitive. She is on the run. She has an open warrant. Y'all don't want to talk about why, but let's not forget that she had put hands on a woman with child. Let's see what the rule, oh, not the rule, the law pertaining to that is. You could face over a decade in prison depending on the level of harm the unborn child suffered. So, depending on the level of harm that child dealt with, makes a lot of sense to why she's been running, okay? So, I was just giving y'all an update on that case, but hey, people don't want to hear truth. Yes, she fought a pregnant lady. Absolutely. Yep, these are the people that like to have the most to say about what other people do on this app. And they out here doing stuff like that. But that was an update. And we're going to get on with the next case. K Dub, if you are here, you can go ahead and request that. It's a little early, but I think I saw your name here. So this next case we have is K Dub versus AP. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and tap into that. Yep, K Dub is here.
What up, though? Good
Hey,
morning, everybody.
Good morning.
all right.
Good morning.
So we have K Dub versus AP. AP claimed that people like myself and a few others monetized from her situation with Hawk that she brought to the app. And apparently, once again, another private conversation. A private conversation that I had with AP on the back end ended up being brought to the front end because she felt like she had to prove something. So just to be clear, what I said pertaining to Trina, I said that was an update. I just want to make sure we're actively listening. All right. So I'm going to play this clip as to why K Dub and AP is on the docket. I heard in your live that. Cut it. So I reached out to her. I told her, I said, hey, good morning, Bella. Happy Mother's Day. I heard in your live that the gloves are off and I was going to be a topic on your platform. I thought we had a mutual understanding and you obliged that I would no longer be discussed. I'm not telling you how to run your platform. I just expect you to be a woman of your word. I have no problems with you online, so I am confused as to why the gloves are off with me. I am open to a discussion. Hit me up on IG call if you want. Right? Happy Mother's Day, everybody. She then responded to me and said, I'm not upholding that no more for no one because it's been one-sided. Y'all expect me to not talk about something that everyone else talk about, and it's flat out unfair. To that, I then replied, Bella, I hear you, but I've never done that. I've never done that to you. It wasn't one-sided with me. You lumping me with everyone else, I've checked Slim, Kada, Chef Foxy, etc. I don't fuck with any of them behind that. So who did I not check again?
Good morning.
I said Kada. Okay. Good day, Excellence. Are you here to be a juror?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, K Dub, would you like to give the court the context as to the clip you just heard?
Absolutely. So, number one, I was never checked at all whatsoever. I don't know what the hell she's talking about. I didn't even talk to AP in regards to that. However, I was unaware when AP came to court that day to say these things. Excuse me. So, AP gave me full blown permission to have this conversation. In fact, AP definitely like not only gave me permission, suggested like, yeah, well, I'll come up there. You know what I'm saying? I'll come on your panel and give my side. I'm like, okay, cool. I ain't gonna let nobody up there. I'm not gonna let nobody attack you, which I often do. I just did it for you. Um, yeah, so I was mind blown when she was on here like, yeah, well, Kate up, no, what she say? It's a lot of creators on this app that's trying to monetize off of my situation, including K-Dub. Oh, baby, I'm gonna need you to be specific. You're not telling these people that you definitely gave me permission to talk about the shit because I called her before I even went live. AP was my friend, right? So before I even went live to talk about it, I gave her a call on the back end, like, look, I know that this is going on. I see people talking about it. Are you wanting to be able to talk about it? She like, absolutely, of course. And I'm telling her, like, you won't be interrupted. I'm not gonna do, you know what I'm saying, how everybody else been doing you or whatever. And she was like, all right, cool. So she comes up and she get the name dropping person after person after person after person, right? Now, I've been allowed on a lot of people panels, especially after somebody has said my name. So why wouldn't I do that? And then if you bold enough to say their name, be bold enough to face them. You know what I'm saying? At this point in time when I held the live, everybody knew about it. Like everybody was aware. Everybody was aware. So it wasn't like the names needed to be said or whatever the case may be. She was saying it because she felt protected. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling her, like, I'm not going to let nobody attack you or whatever the case may be. So I let her up on the panel. I dropped people out the panel. AP was up there for hours just going on and going on. And that's cool. I didn't have a problem with that. But when she said somebody's name, they were request. I informed her that these people were in the request and that I was going to let them up. She was like, all right, well, just give me 1 second or whatever. I let her say what she needed to say. And then I let them up. The moment that I let them up, she'll drop out the box. And then she'll start texting me everything in response to what whoever she was just talking about said. You know what I'm saying? So if, let's say Bella was like, on my panel, and she was like, oh yeah, well, I don't like K-Dub. And then I'll be texting whoever's panel it is, like, oh yeah, well, I don't like her either. Well, tell her I said, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Why drop out the box? It was never like for no mess or no BS or nothing like that. But you name drop on all these people and expect them to not say something. No, that's not how this works. They gonna say something every time. These folks got the right to defend themselves, just like you got the right to defend yourself. And that's just that on that. Oh, but as far as checking me, AP never checked me. And if y'all could produce the sound bite or the video or anything like that, it would be greatly appreciated. Stop going around this app telling people that you checked me, baby. Cause you didn't.
Okay, so just so y'all are aware, someone did pay to bring Drop Queen back.
So I am a favorite, Bella. Thank you. Haters.
And then someone sent the message, I guess it was for Trina. It said, you asking for help and can't get housing at all. So that was a Cash App message. And by the way, no, Drop Queen did not pay it. I just want to make that clear. Won't say who, but it wasn't her. So as far as this AP situation with K Dub, K Dub's frustration is that AP is going around telling people that she checked K Dub about speaking on the situation she had going on with Hulk. But AP is not being honest according to K Dub because they discussed it prior to K Dub talking about it publicly. So K Dub, are you feeling like AP got on the app and then switched up on you?
No, I don't feel like she switched up on me. I feel like she played herself because she know I can produce the receipts. I haven't dropped the receipts yet, but believe you me, I can. Another way that she played herself was, um, blocking me and then proceeding to go live to talk about me as if though I don't have a lot of people on this app. Like that clip you just played, where you get it from, Bella?
Well,
You got it on my page. One of my people played it. Amen.
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
They brought it to me. You blocked me first, and then you get to talking choppy. That's unnecessary, especially when you know what I'm saying, you the person who always on this app like, you have my number, you have my number. You say that regularly. You got my number. You didn't call, you didn't text, nothing. Like, I find that very odd. But then you block me on the app, which is fine. I don't have a problem with people block me. That's their boundary. I can respect that. But you blocked me on the app and proceeded to talk choppy about me. And the only way that I found out that you even said that you checked me was because somebody else brought it to me. You said that after I was blocked. So immediately after court, I believe it was last Sunday or whatever day it was, whatever Sunday it was when she came in here to say, you know what I'm saying, what she said initially, which was everybody tried to monetize off my situation. Let me explain something to you, all right? I don't usually host the Cash App lives. Yeah, my Cash App would be up, but it's pretty much just a tip jar for me. I don't host the Cash App lives where like send me, you know what I'm saying, a Cash App and I read the message, this, that, and the third. So to be like, oh, you were trying to monetize off my situation is crazy. I had no idea that people were gonna send me Cash Apps to tell you something or send. And I had no control over it either. Now, respectfully, I could have taken my Cash App down, but it's up every single live. It's a tip jar. I'm a creator. You feel me? And I tell people, look, it's not no big deal. You are not obligated to send a Cash App, but it would be greatly appreciated. You know what I'm saying? I get on the app day in and day out like this ain't free. Oh, that's cute. Y'all know I love the wolf. I find it odd, like it's just not normal, but whatever. So no, I don't feel like she switched up on me. I feel like she played herself. Don't get on here and be like, oh yeah, well, you know what I'm saying? K-Dub, I checked her. She tried to monetize off. Like you didn't give me full blown permission before I even pressed the go live button. In fact, since we're gonna dive into it, in fact, the live initially was supposed to take place, and I remember this very vividly, right? The live was supposed to take place at about 7 o'clock, 7:30. I was in the process of getting my nails done because that was a week that I was going out of town, which is why I remember. Um, you for all of the women in here, y'all know what it's like when you get your nails done and stuff like that, or getting glammed up. It could run, time could run over, you know. And that's exactly what happened. AP texts me with the eyes, like, what's up? What is we doing it? You know what I'm saying? With the eyes. And I'm like, damn, I'm still a little busy. Give me a minute. I'm gonna push for 8, maybe 8:30. She was like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? So if I was trying to monetize off your situation, why you trying to push me to hurry up and go ahead and start the live? See, you got on Bella's page where at that time it was about 3K people and tried to make it seem like I'm your friend and I'm trying to eat off of you. I don't need to do that. That was unnecessary. You're not telling these people that you gave me permission and actually agreed to come up on the panel and pushed me to hurry up and start it. I found that weird. But once I heard that live, I'm like, oh, okay, let's talk about it for real.
Okay, so at this point, the friendship that you do have with AP, do you feel like it's salvageable?
I mean, I feel like it's salvageable, but I could never trust her for real. I don't think we would be friends. I think we would be acquaintances. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a problem with AP then, and the only issue that I have now was the fact that you're trying to manipulate and mislead the people. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna tell it all. Cause I stand on business. If I did it, I'm gonna say I did it. If I said it, I'm gonna say I said it. You feel me? So like, is don't try to make people feel some type of way about me with lies. Now, if I did something, that's just what it is. You got to stand on that, K Dub. But I didn't like. Ain't nobody trying to monetize off you. What? What? And to be honest, I only made like $150 that night. The cash apps was not that deep. Every time she dropped down and she started texting me, I'm like, look, I'm not finna keep reading all of this. Just come up here and tell me yourself. Because you were in the live, you were watching, which is why you were texting me. You said these people names, and when they came up to check you or to address it, then you dropped out the panel. Don't do me that. Like what?
Jurors, did y'all have any questions for K Dub?
No, I'm confused by this one. I don't really know any of these people. I'm gonna get back in the comments, and if you can just bring me up for the next one, Bella, because I don't even understand anything going on.
K Dub, I just want to say I really admire your candor and your calm. It's very respectful and you're handling yourself like a lady. I think that all of us could get a great lesson in being having someone be considered an associate until they prove themselves to be friends. And I rest my case with that.
I
I
don't have any
appreciate it.
questions for K Dub. I've actually on her side with everything that she's saying because I was there for that live.
I don't have no questions for K Dub. I was there that day on her live, in the live.
Okay. Hold on, I have someone else requesting to come in. Ish, are you here to be a juror?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So based on the clip that was played in K Dub's testimony, do y'all think AP put out a false narrative? That is the question that is going to be put out today. That's the question that I am posing. Did AP put out a false narrative to have people feel some type of way with K Dub? It looks like she might have a call. I might need someone to come. If someone can come up into the top box so we can have a full panel.
Bella, did you want me to? Because it's still gonna be an odd number. Did you want me to drop?
Go ahead, drop down. I appreciate you coming into your page.
Okay.
Appreciate you. All right, so we actually need one more space. Hello, Mocha. You're here to be a juror?
Yes, Bella. How are you, hon?
I'm finding yourself,
I'm
Queen.
good.
Thank you. And then we need one more person to come up to be a juror, and then we can go ahead with the vote so we can move on to the next case. All right, yep, that'll work. All right. What's good, Frankie? You here for the vote?
Yeah. You needed a juror, so I just came up. I've been listening.
Okay, yep. Cool. So the question is, did AP put out a false narrative so people could feel some type of way towards K Dub? Mocha, it's a yes or no question.
Yes, she did.
Yes.
Dominique?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Butterfly?
Yes, ma'am, she did.
Gigi?
Yes.
Noonie?
Yes.
Thank y'all for the gifts, by the way. Misunderstood.
Yes.
Frankie?
Yes, she did.
Ish? Ish, are you still there?
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right, so the jurors have all agreed that AP put out a false narrative to have the people feel some type of way about K Dub. And now I'm going to allow the citizens to make a decision. Did AP put out a false narrative on K Dub so people could feel some type of way? Smiley face, yes. Sad face, no. Did AP put out a false narrative on K Dub? Smiley face, yes. Sad face, no. All right, so we have less than 10 seconds. Let's finish up the vote. 155 people concluded that AP did put out a false narrative on K Dub. K Dub, you won your case. All right, we'll continue on. By the way, quick commercial break. If you are not already following the BellaLeonè show, I am here Sunday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do accountability court based on the events that happen throughout the week, whether it be on TikTok or things that we see on social media. Thank you for tapping the screen. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for commenting. Thank you all for the gifts, and thank you for subscribing. And if we could just get a quick power tap, it is all appreciated. Thank you all for being here. All right. Now let's keep going.
Hey, Bells. I'm gonna drop down that lady that was up here. She's back, so she wanted to come back and be a juror again. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop down.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So mix it up a little bit. We're gonna have that therapist versus Rose. Share the live to him. Just a reminder, you do not need to be here in court just because your name is on the docket. Whoever is on the docket, your name don't have to be in court. However, we might have screenshots and audio to present the case, and we just go from there. So again, thank y'all for tapping up the screen. Yeah, continue to tap the screen up. So yeah, this is that therapist versus Rose. So I'm going to give context as to what the case is about, and then we are going to listen to audio from both parties. All right, that therapist planned a trip, and thank y'all. Keep sending roses just to protect the live. Keep tapping up the screen just to protect the live, y'all. It's all appreciated. Share the live out. So that therapist, she planned the trip to Miami with Rose and a few of her other friends. Rose apparently stayed at that therapist's house. While she was there, she took a shower. When she took a shower, the towel that was handed to her by that therapist was not a clean towel. It is alleged that the towel had the scent of a dog and had some type of dog hair on it. So she didn't say anything about the towel. She just decided to dry off with some bounty towels, allegedly. Okay. Fast forward, they're on their way to Miami. They're in the car, and some comments was made that Rose apparently did not like. And Rose asked that therapist if she could just turn the car around and take her home. All right. Well, Rose is alleging that she asked that therapist multiple times to turn the car around, and she did not do so. At that point, Rose had texted a friend of hers stating that she basically needed her to come get her because Rose wasn't turning that therapist wasn't turning the car around. But eventually that therapist did turn the car around, dropped her off to her car, and that therapist proceeded to go live to talk about what happened. That therapist did not say Rose's name in her live. She just described what had happened. Rose took offense to that, allegedly, and she came forward to say she was the person that that therapist was speaking on. Now that we have a little bit of context, I'm going to press play. So hold on, yeah, let me pull this up so y'all can hear. Y'all don't gotta agree with everything I do or everything I did. I'm not gonna agree with everything y'all do or what y'all did, right? I'm not gonna agree. We're just not. We have our human independence and autonomy to believe whatever the fuck We want to believe whenever we want to believe it, right? And y'all can come, right? And I hope y'all can come to an understanding. Don't let these folks forget. Yeah, I hope. Yeah, I'm reading the comments, y'all. Um, you know what, Island Girl? All my stuff was new. New pillows, new sheets. In fact, it was a brand new, like, one of those, like, air mattresses, but it, like, inflates. It's the self-inflating air mattress that kind of turns into, like, a bed. I didn't like it. It wasn't like how the video made it look. It didn't look, I was disappointed. But anyway, it was new sheets, new pillows, all of that. And usually do towels, y'all. For fine. So I washed my linens, right? It's just me. I washed my linens. So I understand that y'all are like, well, therapist, you could have did this. You right. You should have. So hold on, mind you, this is a screen recording of her live. Let me mirror this real.
How you're muted, Bella. You're muted.
Thank y'all. So it might be hard for y'all to actually see what the message says here, but somebody was right there asking why go live. That was one person that asked the question. But I'm gonna keep playing it. But a few people asked, why did that therapist go live? You know what? I already told myself that. All these woulda, coulda, shouldas that y'all are saying I shoulda did, I already said that to myself. Right? I already said that to myself before I ever pushed the live button. Right? So y'all can't. What's the point of you calling me on something I already called myself on, right? Thank you, Mama Nee. Right? Yeah, definitely. Because usually when guests come to my house, I have like a whole little welcome basket with their towel in it, some snacks, some like, but I was super crunched for time, like very crunched for time because I was gone from home. I came home, I had to clean the house because my housekeeper couldn't come. She was booked because I get my housekeeper and she comes and does the baseboard. She, you know, dust the everything from top to bottom, all of that. You know, I cleaned it, but she like scrubs it right down. So she's actually coming today to clean while I'm gone. So it would be clean when I got back, right? It was a crunch time situation. Those come up in life, guys. They do. And for those of you that plan perfectly for every situation and you never have like a hang up or a snafu, shout out to you for having a perfect life, right? Shout out to you for having a perfect life. Payroll was done today. I have to have payroll done on Tuesdays, y'all, by 5 p.m. so my accountant can get the direct tell you all of what was going on around the tower, right? Let me tell you the circumstances that the tower was in. A little long with it, but I think y'all got her perspective. So this is what Rose had to say.
You made a misunderstanding public, something that you haven't even fully processed yourself. And instead of you processing it on your own, you look to other individuals who are not your therapists, who are not kinfolk to you, who are not close to you to any capacity for understanding and validation. And that's where it becomes a problem. It was a misunderstanding, I believe, from both parties. It was a misunderstanding about why I asked about the how she washed her sheets. Mind you, y'all. Do you know that she asked me what my standard was? Did she tell you that she asked me what my standard was? I didn't just put my standard on her. I think I should have led with that. I should have led with the fact that she asked me what my standard is. And I told her. And when I told her what my standard was, she became defensive and said that who said that I don't do this thing? Who said that I don't do that? I never said that you didn't. You asked me what my standard was, and from there, you made your own synopsis of what you thought I was saying. Because she went live and said that I guess I'll never be able to live up to certain people's standards because she had asked me what my standard was and how I take care of certain things. Mind you, all the friends that I have, baby, we be good and straightforward, blunt as fuck. Blunt. You hear me? Me and my friends, you're wrong. You know the processes to take to better the action, but you're choosing not to. Why? She said, because that's what your therapist gonna ask you, all the questions that I'm asking you. So if you know all the answers, why are you doing this action? Joker said at this point, I believe that you just like to see her reaction. You like to see the reaction that she has towards you when you do this thing. You like that. But this time, she didn't give you the reaction that you wanted, and now you're up in arms because she didn't give you the reaction that you were expecting. She removed herself. She dismissed herself. She said no. This is the conversation that she had with somebody on her live. Joker said to her, what exactly are you trying to gain from this situation? Because do you really think that a person is supposed to tolerate the same behavior over and over? Right, and Joker said, I'm not trying to be her therapist. Yes, she did. She made it very clear she was not trying to be her therapist. Joker broke her ass down like a pound. She got off live. She gets back on live with a new narrative. At this point, now I'm the problem. Now I've wronged her.
And I'm gonna stop it right there because that's where the conflicting situations is coming up in right now. There was a screenshot that Rose had held up. It's blurry. I'm going to have to read it to y'all. So this is the message between Rose and her friend. It says, "At this point, I'm a hostage because I asked her to drop me off at my car, and the motherfucker headed to Florida. Her friend said, 'Wow, drop your location. I don't trust this hoe.' Rose sent her location, and she said she was smoking and her ass fucked around and had the blunt sucked out the window and laughed. So, jurors, one of the questions that was being posed over the weekend was Rose in fact held against her will at one point when she asked that therapist to take her home? Was she being held hostage? And that's the posing question. Jurors, you may unmute your mic and have the discussion together. This is not just a yes or no question. If you are not up here to actually have dialogue with one another, I'm going to ask you to drop. We do yes or no questions when we get to the verdict. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Being held hostage is a little bit, a little bit blunt and rough. But
Far fetched.
when a person wants to be taken somewhere, they do. But there's always time to have a conversation in the car and say, "Hey, girl, it's not that serious. Come on now, let's go. We're gonna have a good time." And if some of that was going on, I don't consider that being held hostage.
Okay.
I agree with you. I think she was just being a little far fetched. But if it, and it's according to how far that she had already driven. If I already been driving an hour, 2 hours, no goddamn way you thought I was gonna drive, turn all the way back around to bring you 2 hours. I probably would have put you out on the side of the road if you really wanted to get out and felt like I was kidnapping you
Right,
or
close.
whatever the term was. But to say if she didn't want, I think Rose was being performative because if she really didn't want to go, she wouldn't have got in the car. Why get in the car with somebody when you know it's going to be an uncomfortable conversation?
Okay.
That
So
just
I
don't make
agree.
sense to
I
me.
agree with that
I have to
drop. I think
disagree.
she was
I agree
being
with Chopper.
performative too. She was
Yep,
just.
I
I
agree
just feel like
too.
she was just taking it too far. Rose
My
was.
understanding was that they were 40 minutes into the drive to Florida when Rose asked to be taken back to her vehicle. And so therapist was saying that she was, driving back to the next exit, which can be anywhere from 7 to 10 miles away, right? So, you know, did she want to be left on the side of the freeway? Like, I don't understand.
I would not have turned around and took anybody if I was 40 minutes into my drive. I'm sorry. Get somebody to come pick you up, get an
Gotta go
Uber,
right there on the curb.
but I'm not turning around.
Yeah,
Yep,
I would. If she wanted to get out, I would have let her out. I would have took her to the store. I would have took her to a safe place. But to have the audacity and unmitigated gall to think that I'm going to turn around because you having a bitch fit about a towel that you could have just said, "Give me another towel." That shouldn't have even been a serious conversation,
Well,
in
the
my
And
yeah.
not
opinion.
Yes,
okay.
That should
keyword
not.
safe
Not
place. I would
only
have
I
took her to
would
a safe
the
place.
disagree
not only
because
would therapists would have had to turn around, the friend would have also had to stop and turn around too because they were following each other.
Hell
Right.
no.
And Rose
yeah.
is always saying if someone is treating her like a child or acting like she's a little girl, she's not standing up and acting like
An
a woman.
adult, right? She acted like a child. Yeah.
And therapist should have dropped her off at the closest rest stop and kept going on her way to Florida.
And if something
Mm-hmm.
would have happened to her, she would have been responsible for that as well. So it's a catch-22. If
It's
something
against it's against the law. Bottom line, looking at it from a it's a legal standpoint. It is wrong when you
What's
are
against
when
the law?
Yeah, what's against the
because
law?
okay, so if you want to look up what kidnapping is, when someone to first and foremost, there's two. It's like there's two versions of it. Okay, so she voluntarily went, but then when she asked to be taken back, and the therapist didn't take her back, then you're holding her against her will.
How's
So
it holding
that's
her against the
kidnapping.
will if I would have dropped you at the next stop, though?
But
Right.
That's
then
not.
you're still no, you're still
No,
liable. You're still
that's not
liable for
no
that.
Not
that's
I
liable
no
if
you're
disagree
you're
with
not.
okay,
that
already
shit.
law.
No,
Wrong
that's
woman.
not against
You
the
know
that's
what?
not against the law.
Okay,
She
Wrong
got
woman.
in the she willingly got in the car, so
you
that's
know
not
what? Never
kidnapping. I
mind.
snatched her
Go
and put
ahead.
her in the car. She
that's not
willingly
No,
got
but
in.
continue your point. Let her continue her point,
Can
though.
y'all power tap the screen? I am being
that's
actively
that's
recorded. I need y'all to power tap the screen because I am being recorded. If y'all
because
can send
even
Rosie and
because
just power
even when
tap.
she
But
even if once she
no,
said
I'm sorry. I'm not
even
sure
if
who's talking,
go
but
ahead, Bella, I'm sorry.
I'm actively being recorded. I need y'all to send roses and I need y'all to tap the screen as fast as y'all can. Go ahead.
Okay. Even if once Once Rose said, I want to go back to my car, I no longer want to be here with you. What she could have done was go to the nearest rest stop and drop her off. The situation is done right then. She has no obligation to take her to her car or even ensure her safety. It's over then. This is an adult. This is not someone that's under 18.
And she
So,
willingly got in the car.
right,
That is not,
correct.
that's not against the law. If she, just because she has an attitude and she wants to get out, she went wrong. The first part of it is she went wrong for one, not being able to, for not paying for her own hotel. However, if she stayed with a friend, me personally, I don't care where I'm going, I always travel with my own washcloth and dry towel. Period.
I do the same.
The problem came in when Rose met the other friends, according to Rose. So she didn't feel the vibe, and that's when she started to throw her little hissy fit. But they were already into the drive. So therapist was being a good friend by saying, "All right, I'll take you back to your car." I mean, she's better than most because if once you say I'm being held against my will, you getting dropped off in the grass.
Well, it would have been irresponsible of therapists just to leave her on the side of the road. So saying, okay, I'm going to take you to the next rest stop, you've already contacted somebody to come pick you up. Therefore, I know you're safe.
Or whatever.
Can I ask a question if anyone knows? Because I heard something that therapists had paid for everything. Is that true?
Yes, she did.
Man,
Yes.
what that she would have had her ass rolling through the grass to the next rest stop. If someone
Exactly.
opens their home to you and you don't even have the fortitude as an adult to say, "Hey, babe, this is a dirty towel. You have another towel," and be thankful. These people are
Right,
entitled.
Correct.
right.
The
You're
sense of
correct.
entitlement is wild to me. And then me take you on a trip that I'm paying for, and you want to cop an attitude over a fucking towel? I'm a mute.
And
Yeah,
everything
I
is
was
not
in that live, and therapists actually paid for an additional, I think they got Airbnb. She paid for an additional Airbnb just so it would be enough room for Rose because she was originally supposed to stay in the Airbnb with the friends. So because Rose came, she paid for an additional Airbnb.
Right.
That's what I heard too. That's what I
And
heard.
furthermore, everything is not for social media. We need to have a little bit of discernment and say, you know what, this might, me and my peoples might, rectify this. Let me reserve myself from going on social media and talking about it, period. That was messy in the first place.
I don't know who went live first. From what I'm hearing, and I'm not sure that therapist went live first, but I know I can imagine why she wanted to get ahead of the bullshit. Because once
Hmm.
somebody spins something, you kind of at the bottom and can't never come back from it.
The
So
Right.
I
problem is
understand
that
why that therapist would have
Rose
gone.
misled everybody on this app about the situation, just like she does with everybody. I'm sorry. You gotta be the problem when you got beef with everybody you run across.
Talk
It's
about it.
Every week she's on the docket. Every week. Now come on now. She's saying all this stuff
Hmm.
about therapists.
of
She needs to
faces
see a
anymore.
therapist, talk to a therapist, but who really needs a therapist? This is not making sense to me.
Hopefully, she learned a very valuable lesson in all of this. The therapist, yeah.
It's ugly. It's ugly and disrespectful, period.
It really is.
Also,
It
another
really
thing
is.
that Rose keeps pointing out her young age as excuses for this
That's an excuse.
behavior.
Yeah, she
No,
does
that's
for her
bullshit.
bad behavior. And
It's bullshit.
she needs to grow up and stop it because it's absolutely ridiculous.
When somebody pays for an entire vacation for you, you shouldn't feel that you're walking to be triggered. She's looking for everything to be triggered. Maybe you need to be by yourself a little while, not even on TikTok. Because at this point, there's a problem with you when somebody's willing to go as far as to welcome you in their home, let you shower. Because I don't even like strangers using my restrooms, honestly. And Rose
Hmm.
is really a stranger to this woman. I
Right.
open my restroom up to you. I open my car up to you. I take you on vacation. I'll open myself and my friends up to you, and everything is triggering to you. That doesn't make sense to me. I mean, when do you have some responsibility to be nice and kind and understanding, and sensible to other people and their feelings? It's not all about you all the time.
Well, I would say this. I think there's a little more to this friendship because
Yes.
they both last night said that they've been having like a outside friendship before that therapist became relevant on the app. So I think there's a little more to this story on the back end between the two of them.
And
But I think they
also,
met on the app.
that
They met
wasn't
on
the
the
first time Rose went to the therapist's house, just for context. Okay.
Mm.
So for her to turn it around and dumb it down to a towel, it had to be way more than that she's embarrassed to say.
Mm.
Why do y'all think that wasn't enough?
What do
Like
you mean, Bella?
more than what she said it was. Why y'all don't take people at their word?
I'm taking her at her word. She said it herself. It wasn't about the towel. She felt the type of way when she met the friends that were going on the trip, therapist friends.
Well, then why bring up the towel? You're actually just trying to stir the pot. If it's an issue, and this is why people can't get things resolved. If there's an issue, stick to the issue. It's not about the towel. Then it's about how you flipped when your friends came around.
I agree with you,
No,
but
So why are we saying
Rose
it had to be?
didn't. Rose,
So can I say
Rose
something?
said.
Why are we saying it had to be one or the other? What if it was all of it though? If she mentioned
But
all of
Bella,
it, why are people only highlighting the towel? Is that something she doing, or that's what the people doing?
I
It's
didn't hear her. I only heard her mention the towel. I didn't hear her mention anything else. What else was there that she didn't mention? Let's hear the
She
rest
had
of
a
it
whole
because I
live
didn't hear
about
her
it
mention.
yesterday.
she,
She
yeah,
talking about it in her live
Net,
yesterday. It wasn't even about the dang towel.
Yeah.
The towel was a part of it, but it was when the therapist friend, when she introduced herself, when Rose introduced herself to, it's the therapist friend, and Rose said, "Hi, my name is Rose," and the therapist said, and the therapist friend said, "Oh, that's your TikTok name. I'm gonna call you by what the therapist thought was her government name." That's the biggest issue.
okay, but I'm sorry that I wasn't in her live.
No, no,
I
you're
wasn't.
fine. It's just that
Okay.
I'm hearing all of this about everybody saying that it's not illegal. Leave her on the side of the road. She paid for this. I helped men come home from prison, and all what y'all are saying is wrong. It's wrong, and that's why I'm saying that what you're saying is not legally right.
So
That's
can
my
you
point.
read us the law? Because when somebody tell me I'm wrong, I like them to bring facts. So if
Yeah.
you can read us the law
Okay,
that would say that.
I will have to get out the box and pull up, unless Bella, you can pull up. It's the kidnapping off of Google in the penal code for it, and then we have to apply it to her state. Because
So
if you're in somebody, hold on, because if you're in somebody's house, and you move them, I believe it's 100 feet to 500 feet, and it's out their permission, it's kidnapping.
But she had
So
her permission. She got in the
but
car,
she
so that's
changed her
different.
mind. But she changed her mind. So it's just like everybody saying, that whole narrative of a year ago. If you were going to get flown in and you XYZ, y'all were going to kick it, and then all of a sudden you changed her mind. You changed your mind. You don't want to kick it with him or her. Everybody was saying, "Oh, that's coercion. Oh, that was this. That was that." Now because she broke some bread by paying an Airbnb.
That's not the
so
thing. They don't
okay,
have the
so
Okay,
so
it's not
responsibility
the
to get you
same.
back
Okay,
home.
so
okay,
They
now
don't
that's
have the
fine.
she testified to
responsibility to get you back
Alabama.
home.
now hold on. For clarity's sake, she didn't say she was being kidnapped. Someone brought this up in the comments. She said she felt like she
No,
was being
she.
held hostage.
Yes, she was. Yes, I understand that.
That's what she said. Now, the thing about it is this: if she felt she was being kidnapped or being held hostage, did she communicate that to the therapist?
She told the therapist that she did not want to go any longer. She wanted to go back to her car, and the
Okay, so
therapist did not initially want to turn around until she said that she's holding her against her will, and then she turned around.
Do y'all want me to read what it means to be
Yes, please.
yeah, go ahead, Bella.
a person held by one party? I'm sorry, there's a lot of movement in someone's background. All right. So the hostage definition is a person held by one party in a conflict as a pledge pending the fulfillment of an agreement. The agreement was for them to go to Miami, hang out, have a good time. Rose was no longer interested in that. She wanted to go back home. The moment she said, please turn the car around, I want to go home, was Rose supposed to get taken back home immediately, right then and there?
Yes,
But there's one thing that's important in the law is intent.
But the thing is, if she felt like
Well, hold on. For the
Miss,
people that's asking, it says the question is, what does it mean to be a hostage? What does it mean to be a hostage? I just read out the meaning. To be a hostage. That's the meaning.
so
Because,
if you let her out at the next rest stop, she's no longer a hostage.
Well, hold
right,
As an
on.
adult, you are not responsible to have to bring her all the way back to her home.
right.
Hold on a second. If we are in a car driving to a beach that's 3 hours away and 45 minutes into the drive, you want to say, take me back to my car, right? And it's going to take me 45 minutes to take you there. That's not me holding you hostage.
I got a question.
Great point.
What happened to no means no?
Nothing happens to no means no. She could say, I don't want to go on this trip. Take me back to my car. And therapist could say, know what? I'm going to drop you off at the nearest rest stop
That's
or the
right.
nearest bus station or at the nearest Walmart. And then everything is over and done with.
I believe that Rose didn't have the money to get herself back to her vehicle, which was 45 minutes away, right? And so therapists tried to convince her, hey, come on, let's just have a good time. And then Rose says she felt like she was being held hostage, and she took her back to the car, which was 40 minute drive back.
Well, who is really driving you 40 minutes backwards to then travel 40 minutes forward again? Who's doing that?
Well, therapists did
Exactly.
it.
I mean, it's not even fair to even ask someone to do that, especially when you have another
None
another
of
vehicle following you.
none of this was fair to the therapist, because even if I would have said, "Take me back to my car, I'm not going," I would have zelled you at least half of what you paid for that Airbnb as a courtesy.
Facts. I agree.
I wanted to say, even if we get off the point that she was being held hostage, she was kidnapped or whatever it was, she got back to her vehicle, however she got back to her vehicle. But even to get upset that somebody wants to call you by your government name, it could have been a joke. Why do you have to go on a vacation and be that serious? Why are you going on a vacation with a chip on your shoulder that somebody else paid for? You should be happy, nice, rolling out the red carpet as much as you can, as much as they've done for you. Why does everything have to be a trigger for you?
but the
That
whole
doesn't make
point,
sense.
drop,
It speaks a
but
lot
drop.
to her
The whole
character.
thing about it was that Rose did not know that her friends knew her name. That was the whole issue. So it's just like you and I go somewhere, and you tell me your name is Brianna. Okay, but I only know your name as Brianna, but everybody else on this app know you as Drop Queen. So you meet my friends. You come to California, we go up to the Bay. I take you all over San Francisco, Oakland. Then I take you to Sacramento to go see my friends. All of a sudden, instead of them calling you Drop Queen, hi Brianna, what?
If I'm
How
gonna
does
be,
my
if but
friends,
if I'm gonna be,
how does
understand.
my friends know your name when you didn't introduce yourself as your name?
I
Instead,
understand, but
okay,
she's on
that's the
TikTok with
issue though.
thousands of people. She's on
But
TikToks with thousands of
we
people.
know her as Rose, Miha. That's the whole
But
thing.
but
We know her
but
as
this is
Rose.
but this is the issue.
But Rose stepped
The
out
trip
of the
was
app
already
to go on
the,
vacation with strangers.
right. The trip was already pre-planned. The therapist invited her on this trip that the therapist was already going on with her friends. So she said to her friends, "I'm bringing my friend Ellie with me. She's my friend from TikTok. She's no they call her Rose on TikTok, but her name is Ellie. That's a regular human thing for people to
Exactly.
do. Because if something happens, I'm not going to call the police and say, "Oh, this is Rose," and not know anything about her. We're in another state on vacation, so
Why
you
would you
need to
even
know
go on a
people's names.
vacation?
But
Why would
don't
you
you
go on a
think that was
vacation
up
with
to Rose
someone?
to introduce
No,
herself?
it's not, because you're going to be
Okay.
listen. You're going to be in someone's house and close. You're not staying in a
Proximity,
hotel.
right?
You're staying in an Airbnb with people in a house.
Right.
People should at least know your first name.
If Rose felt so uncomfortable about them knowing her real name when it's just a name, how can you feel comfortable enough to lay your ass down in a bed next to somebody who you don't know? That doesn't make sense.
And
You're
that's
so
and
worried
first of all,
about them knowing your real name, but you're not
Oh
worried about
God.
staying in a house with some people that can be some unalivers.
And
You're
also
willing to bring your person
Airbnb
into
asks
a
for the
home with some
name.
people you don't know.
Airbnb asks for the names of every guest. If
Come
y'all
They
don't
on
know
sure
now.
that,
do.
they
They
ask for
sure
the
do.
name of every guest that's going to be there. So yes, your legal name would be necessary. Although my grandson calls me Grandma Butterfly.
right, but the thing is, if I'm inviting you to my space to share time with my people, they deserve to know what your name is. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
No, because
You're right.
people want
You're
to know
right.
your
And
real
it's
name.
crazy. It's crazy to think that I'm gonna go stay in a house with some people I don't even feel comfortable with them knowing my real name. What?
That's weird. It's weird.
I mean, to
That's
each
it's
his own. I
crazy.
mean, people have a right to feel however they feel whenever they're traveling with people. At the end of the day, I think at some point it may have gotten uncomfortable with Rose if she didn't know the other people that were involved on the trip. Honestly, so if they may, or at some time she felt uncomfortable in the situation. Unfortunately, it turned into whatever it was. But it's definitely more than what has been put out there for us to hear. And unfortunately, we're just going with the little pieces that we do know about in this situation. And it really, honestly, doesn't make a lot of sense.
I just want to point out that Rose exposed her social anxiety, and that's why she's so performative on this app because she don't mix well with people. Why? Who goes on a vacation with people you met on TikTok? You don't got friends. You don't got a life. It don't make no
And
sense.
one thing we got to think about, if Drop Queen and I are talking outside this app and we're friends, and I call her Susie on a regular basis because that's her name, I may not think about saying, "Oh, let me tell my friends her TikTok name," because I call you Susie every day I talk to you.
Not to mention when therapists invited Rose on the trip, the common thing for Rose to say, "Well, who's going?" So then, of course, the therapist tell her, "Well, my friend Dana or Susan or Mary and her husband Kevin." She told them. Quite sure she told them their first names. She don't have to give her a bio of every person, but I'm quite sure she said their names.
If I'm so nervous of people knowing my real name, even if we're friends outside of this app, you're only gonna call me Drop Queen. You're never going to know my real name. Because as
Exactly.
y'all said, that people are going to address you once you tell them your real name, they're going to address you as your real name. If that's what y'all doing. So when they're talking to other people about you, they're gonna use your real name. But if I never want anybody to know my real name, I won't ever tell anybody my real name.
Right. I feel like Rose was trying to ruin that trip because she didn't like the friends. Forget about the towel. It wasn't about the towel. Rose don't play well with other people on the app and off the app.
I agree.
Okay, so based on that discussion that you just had, what it sounds like y'all saying is that Rose basically overreacted and that it could have been handled differently.
Correct. Yeah.
I agree. And we have to know as adults, especially adult women, if we go on trips with other women, we're not going to always get along or feel that it's going to be that one person who we not feeling. But as an adult woman, you should know how to carry yourself in those situations.
Exactly.
You're
Like,
not going to vibe with every woman.
That is true.
Right.
And we as an
think
adult
of
should know how to do that.
that, but we're talking as grown women. Nothing that Rose has demonstrated is anything of behaviors of a grown woman. You understand? That's some kid shit. And that's why she's always getting, treated that way.
But
I
I
think
know
she
she
handled
handled
it
it
from
the
the
way
level
she,
of her understanding.
I
And I
know she,
know, you know,
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm
no,
sorry.
no, you're good. Go ahead. I'm done.
Oh, somebody said she handled it the way she wanted to. We handle a lot of things the way we want to. Don't mean it's right. Don't mean that that's the way that we should be moving through life.
That
As
is
you
correct.
get older, you do better. We
That
know
is
better, we
correct.
do better. And maybe she doesn't know that in life she's going to be around people that she doesn't like, don't vibe with, but you still should know how to handle those situations. Should be able to even come up in panels with people we don't like. We don't even have to talk to them. We don't have to even recognize that they exist. But we still have to be adults.
Correct. Good point. And like I say, that she handled it from the level that she understood or understands. She has a lot of growing up to do still. What? She's still in her 20s. What, 25, 26? So there's plenty of lessons out there that she will still learn throughout life. We all did some crazy and wild things when we were in our 20s. Some of us have, and we've learned. And now that we're a little more older and a little more seasoned, we don't make those same mistakes anymore. Well, speaking for myself, I don't.
Okay, so two questions is going to be posed. The first question: was Rose held hostage? Yes or no, Mocha?
No.
Dominique?
No.
Butterfly?
No.
Gigi?
No.
Noonie?
No.
Misunderstood.
Legally, yes. How Rose says she wasn't. She never pushed that narrative.
So you're saying yes?
Yes, based off the legal term of it, yes.
Drop Queen?
No.
Miss Love?
No.
Okay, 7 out of 8 jurors concluded that Rose was not held hostage, and now we are going to hear from the citizens. The citizens make the final decision. Was Rose held hostage by that therapist? Smiley face yes, sad face no.
So can I get a clear understanding? If a person says something once, twice, how many times do they need to say it before it becomes the law? How many times does it need to be said, and in what tone does it need to be said for it to be law?
Once.
One time? Oh, really? So a whole lot of us have been held hostage in our time then.
Right, right, because they in
Okay.
a car in a
Yeah, just
45
want to
minute
be clear.
drive.
We've all said we didn't want to go
Yes.
somewhere, and the person was like, "You coming?"
Mm-hmm.
All of us.
So
It
can I
depends
ask?
on the situation and it depends on the intent. It's always about intent.
Less
I
than
have a
10 seconds.
question. So the the moment Rose asked to be let out of the car, is it safe to say that I could pull over on the grass in the freeway, leave her there in a more dangerous situation, and keep it moving?
Because she would have been out if that's the case. Even God judges us on our intentions. Even if you don't steal something, the fact that it's in your mind, like I'm about to go and steal that, I'm about to steal it, and somebody walk past the car and lock it up and you can't get it, your intentions was to get it. And if you could, you would have.
At that point, if she said, I'm tired of this, whatever, let me out of the car, and therapist pulled over and let her out, that's it. She asked to get out of the car and she let her out.
And that would have been a whole nother case that was going on.
No, that's not morally. People may look at it as being wrong, but legally, she asked to get out of the car and she let her out.
Can I say something? Can we tell all the introverts that if you're a true introvert, don't go nowhere with a group of people? Can we remind the introverts of that, please?
Please,
Because it may
don't mess
trigger
up
them.
my good time. Don't mess up my time. When this was pre-planned, don't do it.
Right. So if I drop you off on the side in the emergency lane and a car comes by and kills you, that's my fault. But you accusing me of kidnapping you. So it's such a double-edged sword here.
Rose never accused her of that. Please understand that. Rose said it several times.
Rose
It's
also told
everybody
you, by
else
the
on
I
way,
this
do have
said it.
cash app messages, by the way. One of the messages wanted to know, did she take a bath before she went to bed? Um, Someone said Rose is a childish bully. Someone said if she felt threatened, why not dial 911? Someone said Rose said her name on live, so what's the problem? Someone else said Rose was expecting alone time with her.
Mm. Good body rocking, knock. Oh, sorry, shit. I thought I was on mute. Knocking boots.
I don't believe. And then someone sent a message saying that that therapist friend told Rose what she was going to call her. So even though Rose asked to be called a certain name, allegedly the friend said, "No, I'm going to call you this name." Yeah, that's what the message said.
the therapist also said on her live that when she did drop Rose to her car and she packed up her car to leave, Rose told her, have a good time and take pictures. So that led me to believe she wanted to ruin that trip for her.
So you think Rose intentionally ruined the trip for that therapist?
1000% I do.
Why would she do that though? What would be the reason?
Because
Your opinion.
she was
She's
expecting
a
to have the
spoiled
therapist
child.
all to herself.
Say what?
She was expecting that it was just gonna be her and therapist by themselves. Remember, the issue everybody's ignoring is that the issue didn't start with the towel. It started with the friends.
You sure Rose wasn't given that information beforehand? Or are you just making that assumption?
No, she knew beforehand that
That was the whole point of the therapist renting another separate Airbnb because
she rented the other Airbnb because there wasn't any more room in the house. She would have to sleep on the couch. So she rented the Airbnb so that she would be comfortable. And she was going to stay with her in that Airbnb, in the separate one.
So Noonie, you do understand that she knew other friends was coming. It wasn't about having a long time.
no, I do understand that part because it was all explained in the live with the both of them yesterday. But my point is, why would you be so pressed over somebody calling you by your God-given name?
All right, so real quick, so I'm gonna use this example. Some of y'all might not agree with it. That's cool too. It's no different than I am telling you right now that my pronouns is she, her, but you insist. I hear that your pronouns is she, her, but I'm going to call you he, him anyway. I'm asking you to refer to me as one thing, and you're insisting that you're going to do something opposite. Would that not rub you the wrong way?
So Bella, I get that because I was gonna make that same preference, but that's when you say to the people, even though my name is Keisha, call me Butterfly. And then the people then have to respect that part. The fact that they know your name is cool, but when you say to them, I would prefer if you call me call me Butterfly, then that's when it's there on them because they're not respecting what you want. Not that your friend told them that's your name.
Right.
So
I agree with that, but there were so many missed opportunities for Rose to correct certain
She
situations.
didn't say that in the live that she said that she wants to
But
be called Rose. She didn't say that.
but then you don't deal with that one person. You don't have to ruin the trip. You see that this person is a disrespectful asshole, and everybody is not going to call you by your pronouns that you wanted to be called. This is life, it's life, and we're dealing with people. So we have to know as adults how to deal with those people who are just assholes. Everybody's not going to do it.
say it again.
You do know that, but it's consequences to that type of mindset, though, Jacqueline. You can get fired for not going by someone's pronouns.
But we're not talking about a job though, Bella. We're talking about a trip. Those are two different dynamics. When you know
So
you're
you can
going on a
make someone can feel uncomfortable because they feel like you're not respecting their boundaries.
right, and then you don't deal with that one person.
And,
That's what I'm
and
saying. You don't.
and you go. I'm sorry, drag queen. Go ahead. And you can also say you can say you're disrespecting my boundaries or something to that nature. Easily say that to her.
But we found out that Rose is not confrontational in person. We found out like y'all found out. We
Well,
didn't know that Rose ain't gonna keep that same energy in person.
then
She
that's
didn't know
something
how
she needs.
to.
Then she needs to stay home and not go on trips with people she
Right,
doesn't
because
know.
Rose cannot
But to
expect
me,
that
she is
everybody she
confrontational in
encounters is
person.
going to cater to her.
To me, she is
So hold on,
confrontational in
y'all.
person.
Someone just said Rose never liked that therapist because of Trina support. I did see that question get posed over the weekend as well. It was being alleged that Rose only wanted to befriend that therapist to take from Trina. So instead of therapist spending on Trina, therapist was spending on Rose. That's definitely something that was talked about over the weekend.
And
Bella,
I have seen,
I
now
heard
do
the same thing, Bella.
I
I heard the
have.
you
same thing.
understand why I feel that Rose purposely went to ruin the trip? That's why I'm saying these things because the actions and then the intentions don't match up.
Then why go to her house? Why even be there? Why be around somebody that you want to mess their time up?
That's a
There's so many
narcissist.
other things you could be doing.
I still don't think that she would have intentionally tried to see that. So that maybe I'm playing devil's advocate and all this. I don't believe that she would have intentionally tried to ruin the trip. Let's not forget that her time was invested into this too. She
Right.
could have been doing other things as well. She does hella makeup, so she could have been home, working, clients, whatever. On top of that, though, her reasoning for how she felt. So she's like, okay, your friends automatically from the door is disrespecting me. And then I'm already felt some type of way because you tried me when you handed me that towel. Unless that therapist got some allergies we don't know about and her nose was stopped up or something like that and her glasses wasn't too clear that day. If you can smell and see that that towel was not clean, why would you hand it to me and think I was just supposed to turn the blind eye and act like I don't see what I'm seeing in my hand? You mean
Let's
if you ever had a dog? Like I've never had a dog. However, my in-laws they have them. So you go over there, you pick up a dog. We know what dogs smell like. We know what fur feels, look like. All of that. You telling me that when she handed her that towel, she couldn't smell? what Rose was smelling. She couldn't see what Rose was seeing.
She lived
But
with
it's
the
unfair to
dog.
say that it may have not been that dirty because to me, knowing the type of person Rose is, it could have been one little dog hair on there
Oh,
and
you
she
think she
blew it up.
exaggerated
She
to
could have
see
taken
Rose?
a picture of that. She would have taken a picture of that towel. If that towel was as dirty as you're suggesting it
I was
was,
thinking the same
Bella,
thing.
she would have took a picture of it. It could
I
have
was
had
thinking the same thing.
one hair, and that girl would have blew that up and made because she's to me is you looking to find something, just anything, because even if somebody would have called me a name and I said I told you to call me a certain thing you don't, I'm gonna address that person and I'm gonna be strong and stand 10 toes down on it. If it means them getting the ass whipping, that's just what it. But to just blow it up, I think there's a. I just think it's all been blown up. I don't think it should have been handled or any of it was as
I'm
big
sorry, y'all.
as she's
These
trying to
names in
make
the
it.
comment section is funny as shit.
Drop
Some
queen.
of them names Tide detergent.
Bella, I appreciate you being objective about it, though. You know, it actually means a lot that you're giving Rose the benefit of the doubt. But all of this stuff, all of these lives, things that were even said out of her own mouth.
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. There's not one person in the up here in the panel that has an opposing argument besides that topic of hostage. Everybody else is just pretty much like, yeah, no, Rose is. I ain't gonna hold you. I damn near want to switch at least two people out that might have an opposing argument because it just seems the whole panel is Rose is wrong. Like nobody thinks that Rose might not one, not one person.
No, I mean,
It's right
if
and
you
wrong
need
is
someone
wrong.
in my house, I'll give you a
God
towel.
damn, like not
It's
one. God
why
damn.
would I think that she's wrong? I mean, you come to my house, and regardless if I paid or whatever the case may be, and I give you a dirty towel, I'm hosting you at my house. I can at least either buy you your own set of towels. Most people on this panel hopefully have a set of sheets for their company, have a set of guest towels that nobody use in case you have company.
No, ma'am, I don't.
Well,
They use what I
it's sounded
use.
like we're being biased if we're changing the panel out because people all say Rose wrong. Maybe because
Do
she
you
is
think?
wrong. That's being
So hold on. Do
biased.
you think it's biased though?
Yeah, I think it's being biased because we don't usually change the panel because somebody disagrees or agrees that one person is wrong. You don't usually change the panel out, so it's given to be biased. That's what it gives to me because you don't. We don't usually see you do that because everybody agrees that one person is wrong.
You know the best part about being in court every Sunday ain't nothing been the same. If you ain't noticed, drop ain't near not have been the same. The only thing I do the same is the vote. Outfit don't be the same, hair don't be the same, nails don't be the same. Nothing is the same on Sundays. It's always a change over here.
People in the comments say we're being biased. How can we be
You
biased
just wish
because we
me out,
agree that
Bella.
somebody was wrong? I mean, that
But
doesn't make
Bella,
sense because we agree.
I think right now we're talking about was she held hostage, okay? When we get to the towel, I 100% agree with
Well,
Rose.
we already got to the vote with that and all that. We
Yeah,
had to
but
go
I'm
back
saying
and
with the towel, I 100% agree with Rose.
Was it?
I'm gonna be pissed if I come to your house and you give me a nasty ass towel with dog hair on it and smell like dog.
but a lot of people saying it was more than just the towel. It was the fact that the friends was disrespecting her, did not respect her boundaries.
Bella, this is my guest room. This is my guest room.
We
Okay?
on a tour, y'all. We on a tour.
This is my guest
Okay.
room. No, what happened? This is my guest room. And I was supposed to have guests last week, and here's their towels right here waiting for them. Here's their luggage rack so they could take this off and put their suitcase or their bag or whatever right here. This is the guest room for my guests. Okay? Now they have whatever sheets is up here. They got some leopard sheets. They got some clean sheets. When they leave, everybody's required to take the sheets off the bed and put them in the laundry room and bring their towels downstairs. This is what I have to offer. If this is not good enough, and that's just too bad.
But it is though, butterfly. That's my whole point, me, huh? You have sheets that are separate for your guests. When you, I mean, you wash your
But you
shit
still
or
can wash them
whatever.
together, and then it might get a long wig hair in it. What's the difference? We as an adult should be able to tell somebody, "Hey, this towel is dirty. It
So
got it
Rose,
got a pubic hair on it." I mean, from the
I,
last people that use it, because
so
somebody else
Rose,
could have used it. It got a pubic hair from the last person who used that towel.
the
I
lesson
mean,
is
we're
bring
all
your own
adults.
towels when you travel. It's not that hard to roll up
That's
a
why you bring
towel,
your own
put it
damn
in your
towels.
bag.
Exactly. I bring my own. Hey,
Okay.
you can go to a dollar store and get you a pack of towels to use just for that person's house, and wash cloths and throw them away when I finish. That's what I do. I'll buy some cheap ones to put in my luggage to use when
Oh,
I'm
I
going
like
out
that.
of
I never
town.
did that. I like that idea.
Yes, you go to the dollar
Okay.
store and get Walmart have I think it's $5 for like 20 towels, 20
Oh wow.
washcloths. You
Okay,
get the
that's smart.
244 towels and you take those and throw them away because they're not gonna last. They're gonna tear up on you.
So you can do it
Okay,
around
So,
the house.
so
Okay.
so
Bella,
break.
I am on Rose's side, but at the same time, I'm kind of mad at the therapist because why would you ever hang around Rose? No shade, no shade. Why would you?
Huh?
Her history and the things she's done on this app, I would never hang with her outside of this app, ever, on no level. So I am on her side because she was being herself, and the therapist invited her in, so that's what she got to deal with.
It's quite a few people
Period.
on this app who are themselves and they've shown who they are, and people still want to hang out with them, and they get mad when they be
I
exactly who
understand,
they
but I'm
are.
giving my opinion. I'm not talking about a lot of people on the app.
No,
I'm
no, no.
talking about
No, no. I'm
people
just
Hello.
that
saying
was,
you're right. I'm saying that what I'm saying
so
is you are correct. When people show you who
and
they
then
are, believe it.
exactly. Now, when it comes to the name thing, I don't care what nobody says. You're not going to come up to me and call me by my real name. You can call me Ray Bay or you can call me Ray. You're not going to call me anything else. Period. You're not my family. My mom and grandma don't call me by my real name. So a female that I met off TikTok or her homegirl, your homegirl's not going to call me by my real name. I don't care what
What would
nobody
you do
says.
if she did it? That's the question. What would you do?
Well, I'm not the ignorant type. I don't curse people out and I don't
Hmm.
fight. But at the
Hmm.
same time, I will respectfully check her and say, ma'am,
Exactly.
please call me by my TikTok name. Do not call me by my real name. Me and you, we are not like that. We haven't built a rapport. We
So
haven't
there,
held a conversation
Exactly.
outside of this.
so there are
So do not
facts.
call me by my, let me speak, please. Do not call me by my real name. Don't do that. Now, I am on Rose's side 100%. I like the young lady. I have a beautiful guest room. I make sure my guests have clean linen, they have clean towels and everything like that. So I agree with her there. But everybody is not, cleanliness is not the same. I have a dog, but you would never know because my house is spick and span.
So I think there are a few facts that was not shared there that no one said on the panel today. So basically, Rose said that when she was in a car, within 10 minutes, she asked the therapist to bring her back. And the lady kept driving like it's a joke. And she's like, can you please drop me back several times? So I don't understand. If I say, let me out the car, let me out the car.
If it was 10 minutes, that's totally different because I would
But
have took your ass
But
back.
if it
that's
was
what
10
no one
minutes, why get in the
understands.
car? Why get in the car if it
What do
was
you
10
mean?
minutes?
If we're going somewhere and I'm going with my friend, and then I finally bring up, because she said she didn't bring up the towel thing till they was in the car. I don't know if y'all follow the therapist, but she seems very sensitive. And so she said I wanted to bring up some things to her when we were in the car because I felt like that was the time. Certain friends are sensitive and you got to pick and choose when you approach them. So she said she approached her then and she didn't like what was going on. So she said, can you drop me back off? And the lady kept driving. What was she supposed to jump out the car? Like,
So you
just
did
say you don't like her because that's what the whole panel's been doing for the last 20 minutes.
so because we disagree with her, we could not
No, you
have
didn't
to like her.
disagree. You didn't disagree. You talked about her crying. You talked about all these other things. You didn't keep the
Ma'am, I didn't talk about her crying. You got the wrong
you
person. I
didn't
didn't even
keep
know she cried.
okay. Well, why you
I didn't even
answering?
know
I'm
she
talking
cried.
about the panel. I said the panel,
But
right?
I'm on the panel. You said I talked
So
about her
I'm talking
crying. You
about the
say
other
we don't
people.
like
So
her.
back to the facts because you've been talking. Please let me finish. Back to the facts that Rose shared. She also shared that so she said that she asked within 10 minutes. She said that the friends was disrespectful and she had reached out to her friends and gave them her location. So I mean, what do y'all want when somebody keeps asking you to get out the car?
If it was 10 minutes, I would have taken them back.
If it
Because
was 10
you're
minutes,
not about to mess up my time. I would have taken you back. However, I still would have been thinking about the fact that I paid for extra Airbnb, but I would have ate you.
So
we know
on
that
your case,
we know that we can't
when you just
believe
gave
we
me the
know that we
tour,
can't
on
believe
your
what anybody.
case, when you just gave me the tour of your room, Rose said she packed her bag, but because she feels like she's a bigger girl, her towel didn't fit in her bag. So she didn't come with her towel because of that reason. Sometimes you run out.
The fuck? Is it a beach
I don't
towel?
bring towels. I don't bring towels to people's house because the people that I go to, they have nice shit and I don't need to carry no towel out of my house. I don't need to do that. So why
I
would
want
she
my pussy on
expect
my
it?
own towel.
So
So
the
butterfly.
towel was
She
dirty
said her
and she
towel was
said she
bigger.
was uncomfortable addressing her friend. That's the whole point. She was uncomfortable reaching out to the girl and saying, "Hey, this towel's dirty," which is weird. But everybody approach people differently. I don't
Right.
understand. If y'all just don't like Rose because y'all went on and on and on about how you think that she's immature and that, just say it. But that has nothing to do with this case. Keep it to
Her
the
behavior
facts.
in this case
I
was
didn't say
immature.
What was
that
immature
she was.
about her
Her
behavior? She didn't
behavior,
even come
ma'am. I
on
let you
live.
finish. Are you gonna allow
She
somebody
wasn't the
else to
first
rebuttal?
person on live.
We
The
let you
therapist,
finish. Are you
the
gonna allow
No,
somebody?
listen,
therapist
y'all.
dropped the whole
I'm
conversation.
gonna have y'all mute because I did have someone send me a message, and they wanted to show. They want me to show what Rose did yesterday. Can y'all power tap the screen to protect the live? Send roses. Please power tap the screen. I know we enjoying the show, but I do want to protect my page. I want to enjoy it just like y'all enjoyed it, okay? So, power tap, roses. This is how she came on live in the morning yesterday. For those looking for context,
Someone please call 911. But I wanted to say, um, if it was 10 minutes that I got in a car with someone, that means that I already knew I was going to be confrontational. Why would I want to get in a car that I can't escape from? Before I get in the car, I want to have this conversation with you to see if I still want to travel with you because I'm going out of town.
I'm
I
not gonna
can't
say.
just get back home.
I wouldn't say
So that's
confrontational. You didn't know you were gonna be confrontational, but you might have known you were already uncomfortable.
exactly. So that's what I mean. Well, when I said confrontational, I mean bringing up an uncomfortable conversation. If I thought, because even if they're saying within 10 minutes, that means you already felt some type of way.
Right.
You
I,
weren't
I
really wanting to have a genuine conversation.
Yeah, Dra,
agreed.
but everybody don't have your
But
personality. No shade.
exactly.
Everybody don't have my personality, and they probably don't want it.
I didn't say
For
that.
real.
I'm just
But
saying
I
you
know
just
how to
seem
conduct
like
myself when I'm with some other people. That's what I'm saying. We have to be adults about this.
And you're absolutely right. But like you kept pointing out her age and then
I
comparing
didn't
to
point out
your
her age, ma'am. I don't know her
okay.
age. So you running your mouth and you don't
A
even know who you're talking
genuine.
to.
Oh, I know who I'm talking to.
oh,
So
Lord.
like the
Clearly you don't.
panel, so like the panel pointed out her age. She is learning. She's learning how to deal with her friends. So she felt like she could have this conversation in the car. And then it went left. So then she decided, let me leave. What's the problem with that? I
Right.
decide I want to get
Every
dressed and
time
go
you talk
somewhere.
to her, she act like she have all the answers. The problem is she's not willing to learn.
She's performative. We said this
Exactly.
already.
She
She
act like she has all
performs.
the answers for
She
everybody
performs.
about
So
everything.
she
But
performs and
now
when
she's young.
outside of the app, she's herself. She's not. I guess she was like, okay, I'm not big and bad and bold now while I'm in the car with my friend. That's just her. Okay, it is what it is. She still went wrong, and I don't even like her. She still went
Exactly.
wrong.
We are all women up here. We may not all be grown, but we're all women, and
You know, this is where things go wrong.
So
We gotta speak
hold
to
on,
each
y'all, because that was another thing that was posed over the weekend. If she is considered fake, because one way on the internet she acts this way, but then in person she acts another.
Being fake. She done got caught in a million
And
lies.
she and how you argue with people is not how you gonna handle your friends. Like she said, that's my friend. I do not want to be aggressive with my friend. I don't want to hurt my friend. And sometimes you can be pissed off about something with whatever's going on. It could have been the towel, and you started the conversation and you didn't like it, or she's not, whatever the case is, and you're just like, let me go, because I don't want to damage this friendship. That's what she said. She never went
But
live,
then
and
another
then she
question got
saw the
posed about those
therapist.
cows. If they are friends like she said she is, why would she then proceed to throw her with the bounty?
Right.
exactly.
So
That's
Exactly.
not her
this
friend.
was after all
Exactly.
of the arguments, after all of the therapists went live. If you're my friend, why you went on vacation, you pissed off, we gave ourselves some time. Why you didn't reach out to me? Why you gonna hit the live button and talk shit about me? Why?
Did she talk S or did she just tell her story?
She told her story, but she told her point of view, like, well, this person did this, and I feel like this friend did
She
that.
threw
If you
digs.
if you throwing
Okay.
digs at me, then yeah, I'm pissed off. You're supposed to be my friend, and you're mad because I asked to go home.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I
If
guess.
that was
That's
my
not a
friend,
friend. That's not a friend.
if that was my friend, I wouldn't have handled none of that situation like it was. One minute y'all saying she her friend and that's why she did this. But if it's your friend, you don't handle your friends that way. You could have said what you had to say
Neither
to your
person
friend.
handle their friends that way. So that's what we're saying, right? Because why were you gonna hit the live button if we're friends? If
One
I
minute,
stayed at your house and you're preparing your house for me and you're paying somewhere because you got an extra room to make me comfortable, right? And it seems like the therapist personality. Sometimes when I'm going out with my friends, I want to treat them, I want to make them comfortable. So now instead of coming to me or giving my space, you're gonna hit the live button. That's weird.
Both of them handled the situation. They're both at fault.
But how we now gonna say they handled the situation? Y'all wasn't saying that before. That's the problem.
I
Well,
like to
Girl,
girl,
we
it's
know.
don't
even
have to
to a
they don't
place
have to
for
have the
me.
same
I've
opinion as
already
you.
stated before, I mean,
Well,
not
it
being
ain't
on the
no
panel, that it
girl.
wasn't handled right.
Well,
We
ma'am, they
making
don't have to have the
excuses
same
for
opinion as
everything.
you.
We
It's
making
funny.
excuses and assumptions about everything. We don't know how dirty the towel was. Somebody in the comments
Right.
said it wasn't Rose's real name. It was a name that therapist called her. So the person wasn't calling Rose by her government name, but they tried to call her by the name that the therapist gave us. So which one is it? We really don't know any of the
You don't
facts.
know
We're all only
nothing.
giving
I
our
swear,
opinions on it.
Doc.
Well,
You
can
don't
I
know
be clear on
nothing.
the whole name part? When I ask you directly, please call me Bella. And you're like, well, I was told your name is Bounty Towels, so I'm going to call you Bounty Towels. But that's not what I asked you to call me. So if I'm telling you directly to call me a certain name, why couldn't that been honored? If
Amen. Amen.
And
That's
as
what
for the
should
video,
happen.
That has no bearings on her relationship with the therapist. If a stranger, if Miss Love told, if me and you friends there, Bella, and Miss Love said, was she gonna call me Bonnie Towers? I said no, my name drop queen. She said, well, I'm gonna call you Bonnie Towers. I will go to you and say, girl, there, Bella, me and that bitch who you call your friend Miss Love, we gonna get into it and she gonna call me by my name. I'm not gonna hold it against you. I'm gonna
True
hold
story,
her
though.
who's
So
doing it
here's the
responsible
thing,
too.
Joaquin. That therapist was right there when that conversation was taking place. So when that happened, why didn't the therapist be neutral and say, "Hey, ho, ho, you're basically disrespecting her. Hey, you're not going to disrespect her. She says she want to be called by this. Can you please call her this?"
I agree.
But we don't know if she did it on the back end because I would have done it on the back end.
I would have
We
did it on the
don't know
front,
if
right in front
therapists
of them.
addressed the other girl. We don't
But
know
we
if
don't know
therapists
nothing.
addressed it.
We don't know nothing. This
Exactly.
whole
That's what I just
situation
said. We
happened,
don't
and
really know
and
any of it.
don't know.
as for the video, because I was at work, but I just logged on. She had the video up, and it seems like people was talking about it all day, and she went into a battle. So it seems like she was making light of the situation because it's the talk of the week, and then she went into a battle. So why can't she be fun? Like TikTok is so heavy. Like I'm sure fighting with people, like y'all said all week, she got to make light of her situation. I don't see the problem.
Yeah, I don't either.
Okay.
I'm just heavy on the name thing. That's for me. That's major key. I don't like for nobody to come up to me and talk to me like they know me because I don't get down like that, especially with strange women. Don't come in my face acting like we like that because we not. Don't call me by a name you don't know. I'm sorry.
And
I feel like
I
that part was very disrespectful.
I agree with you because I know I think for the haters, she will go crazy if you call her by her name.
Yeah.
And you have to respect people. You have to respect people.
That
If
was
she
a
don't, if
perfect
people don't
example.
want you to call them by their name, respect that. And I didn't even hear that part of the story. But if somebody don't want you to call them by their name, don't call them by their name.
Boosie,
Nobody's saying
I'm
that's
gonna
not
mute you if
wrong.
you keep shading me in the comments. You're gonna get muted.
Nobody's
Yeah.
saying that
You
that's
need to
not
relax.
wrong.
Relax. Because you always be in people comments talking trash. Relax. Okay? Relax. Go play with your
Nobody's
blocks.
nobody's saying that's not wrong, but it has no bearings on Rose relationship with that therapist. Rose needed to take that up with the other young lady. It should not have caused a rift between that therapist and Rose.
If you meet somebody and they
Also,
being
it's not
disrespectful off
because
the back, and this is way after Rose have asked this girl, can you please take me to my car? I want to go home. This is terrible. It's starting off to be a terrible trip. That's what she needed to do. So it's the dog here. She asks. She has the conversation. Then she asks to go back to her car. She can't go back to her car. Then she overhears because she overheard. The therapist was out the car talking to her friends. She overhears them
So now
talking
this is
trash.
something totally different. This is changing the entire. Oh my God. So now you're saying that the conversation about the name was later. I mean,
This
you
was way after the lady. See, this is the thing. Like I said,
this is all over.
y'all never knew that she had wanted to go back to her car within the 10 minutes. So y'all still in the 45 minutes when this girl has been saying, "Can you take me back to my car?" Like the therapist thought all of this was a joke. So she came back on social media, went live about her friend to get validation. Because her friend said, basically, I want to talk to you. I need space. That's the whole problem. My problem is why you, if I ask you to drop me back home, please drop me now. Or to my
I
car. It
have a
wasn't even
question
back
for
to her
you.
house. It was back to her car. And then if
So
she
you just gave us
says,
the timeline. So you said within 10 minutes of the car
yes,
ride, she wanted to turn around. What happened within that 10 minutes? Besides the towel, what happened in that 10 minutes?
she
Maybe.
never, I don't think she ever addressed her about the towel. She had a question like, how do you wash your towels? Because they both have dogs. Like, what, like, how do you do it? Because she didn't understand why the towel was so, I guess, so
She
bad. And
was
she
being
had,
passive aggressive
which is okay because that's her personality. If,
instead of just saying, "Hey, babes, the towel was dirty."
but
You
everybody
want to
does
go
not
into the
want
how
to
does the woman
be
wash her
No.
towels?
and
Okay,
if
so hold
that's
on,
the
because I
case,
need us.
that's the case.
Okay, hold on. We missing a key detail here because if it was only 10 minutes within the ride, then besides her asking like about the towels, what made her say in 10 minutes take you back?
She said that she
People
felt
in the
uncomfortable
comments
when they
saying,
had the
go ahead.
somebody else was talking.
My bad. It's people in the comments saying that didn't happen. So if anybody knows what happened, get on the panel because I don't think any of us knows. We all playing guess. Guess what happened.
I
It's people
know
in the
that
comments
Rose
saying that's
came
not
into
true.
a live yesterday morning and she said within 10 minutes she had asked the girl, "Can you take me back to my car?" And she, I guess she was taking it as a joke, as you guys said, "Oh girl, come, we're gonna have fun." And she's like, "No, I wanna go back." And then when she met up with whoever, the friends, she heard they was being disrespectful. If somebody wants to go home, take them back. But my whole thing is if we're friends, why you gonna go live and talk about me?
How did she hear that they were being disrespectful if they were following in another car? You see,
What do you
first y'all
mean
keep
they met
changing the
up and got out the
timeline.
car? What are you
Y'all keep
talking
changing the
about?
timeline.
They met up and got out the car. Like, what do you mean? They could have been talking on the phone. What do you?
So
So
hold on,
now,
y'all
Because you
said to
said
bring
Rose heard a
someone up.
conversation.
So hold on, y'all said to bring someone up who had already, who knows the timeline. So are you here because you know the timeline of what's being discussed?
Yeah, I watched all of the lives, and basically what they're stating is, I guess there was an issue with the towels, with the towel. So Rose spent the night. She said that they watched the movie. That therapist said she was gonna go to sleep. Rose sleep on the couch. Eventually, she went into the bedroom. That morning, she took a shower. She noticed that when she was going to dry off, there was some dog dog hairs on the towel. She said she smelled it. It smelled like dog. Boom. They move on. They pack up the car. They start the trip. So as they're driving, she starts to ask that therapist, like, hey, do you happen to wash Mr. Carter's clothes with your clothes? And she says no. And then she was like, well, after you wash Mr. Carter's clothes, do you sanitize your washing machine? And she is like, of course I do. She asked her another question, and that therapist is like, like what's going on, what's happening or whatever. And I guess that's when she told her about the towel. So that therapist says she started to kind of have anxiety in a sense, because it's like, well, damn, this girl must think that I'm nasty or dirty. So she's continuing to drive. She Rose had been talking to her friends, so she contacted one of her friends, and she says, hey, can you pull up? I need you to roll up. So I think they stopped at a rest area where she met up with her friend, and it was her female friend and her friend's husband. So she gets out the car, and I guess she's like, from what that therapist is saying, is she's saying, well, I think she messy or dirty. I gave her, she wound up getting a dirty towel. She says that when she washed the towels, her dog had jumped on top of the warm clothes, so it may have gotten fur from that. But she's like, why didn't she ask me for another towel? She was feeling away as if, the girl thought she was nasty. Rose says she heard that therapist's friend say, where she can't be mad at you because you're a dog mom. But that therapist says that the lady didn't say that. She says she was trying to comfort her, and she says it's okay. You're a dog mom. It's okay. The next thing you'll have on your towels will be baby poop. So there's something was misconstrued somewhere between one of the two. So they get in the car and they start the travel going towards Florida. So eventually, I guess that therapist says, do you mind if I smoke? So she says, well, I'm going to go ahead and roll down the window. Boom. After that, I guess, well, I'm sorry. Before that, that therapist friend came up to Rose and said, hey, I heard your TikTok name was Rose, but I'm going to call you Ellie. Rose didn't say, no, don't call me Ellie, whatever. She didn't rebuttal that. But once they started driving, Rose says that she started to feel away and she was uncomfortable. So she was like, hey, I'm not comfortable. I want to go back. I want to go home. So that therapist is saying, well, hey, can we talk about this? Like, is it something that we can talk about? Because by this time she's saying they're about 45 minutes out. So she keeps saying, like, can we talk about it? Can we talk about it? And she's like, no. That therapist is saying her anxiety is through the roof. Rose kind of says it again, and then finally she's like, I want to go home. 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 Then all of a sudden she goes, at this point, you're holding me hostage. So that's when that therapist says when she found the first exit, she hit it and bust the bitch. And then she took her back to her house.
Y'all got enough context now?
Yes, Rose was full of bullshit. All what
Pretty
this
much.
woman just said. All what this
Pretty
woman just
much.
said. Come on now.
Oh
And
my
they came up here
gosh.
fighting the air. Talking about, oh no, she's 26. Oh no, she this, she that, she no, leave her alone. And we just heard the whole fucking story, how stupid it was. It wasn't even about the
It could
name, it
be
was
the
about the
whole
fucking
story, but it
towel,
wasn't
man.
the shit you was talking about for
This shit,
sure.
it is. It was about the fucking towel and some childish ass bullshit that you could have said when she handed you the dirty fucking towel. Instead of getting in the car asking this woman, well, do you use Tide? Do you sanitize your washing machine?
That was
Motherfucker,
so
that's passive aggressive,
unnecessary.
man.
It was so
That's passive.
unnecessary.
All right, so basically, after all of her, and got some context to it all, did Rose handle that therapist wrong?
Yes.
So that's the question that is going to be posed. Was the situation with that therapist handled wrong with Rose? Sonia?
Yes.
Dope?
No.
Butterfly? Butterfly.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I'm on mute.
Was the situation with Rose
It was handled
handled
correct.
wrong with the therapist?
Yes.
Okay.
So at first you said was it handled wrong by Rose? Now just now you said was it handled wrong by therapist? So what exactly is the
Well,
question?
I'm sorry. I thought I said was the
No,
situation
you said
with
Rose
that
at first.
therapist handled wrong with Rose. So let me be clear with my question. I'm just going to ask over again. Did Rose handle that therapist wrong when it pertained to the situation between them two? Did Rose handle that therapist wrong?
Yes.
Okay. Dope.
No.
Butterfly. Butterfly, your mic is muted, by the way.
Yes, she did handle her wrong.
Okay. Shades, Noonie,
Yes.
Ray. We can't hear you, Ray.
Oh, my bad. Yes. You still can't hear me?
No, you good. Misunderstood.
No.
Drop Queen.
Yes, Rose handled it wrong.
Miss Love.
Yes.
6 out of 8 jurors concluded that Rose handled the situation wrong with that therapist, and now I'm going to leave it to the people to make a decision, and we'll be moving on to the next case. Did Rose handle it wrong? Smiley face, yes. Sad face, no. Less than 10 seconds. And I do have a few Cash App messages to read. It's 185 people that concluded Rose handled it wrong. This Cash App message said Rose called for the haters by her real name. Someone said proxy video. Rose said she used that therapist for money. Someone said there's audio of Rose admitting to using therapist. Oh shit. Mm. Well, there you have it. Yeah, I don't have access to those pages on the weekend, so even if the audio is there, I wouldn't be able to play it, unfortunately. So
When you go to the grocery store, please make sure that you check your receipt.
we get ready to move on to the next case, though. All right, we do have Slim versus Kiana. If you would like to be a juror for this case, you can remain on the panel, but if people want to request up, you may request up to be a juror for the next case. So I am trying to allow different people to be on the panel. If no one requests up, y'all may stay. But we are getting ready to go into this next case. So, check.
Hi, I'm the towel. And I just jumped on the floor and I rolled around and got dirty because I didn't want to be in that big old bougie cat. Bye.
Dry Queen, you ain't right. You know you ain't right. Whew, be offense, Lord. Okay. So yeah, if it's a few other people that want, it's two other spaces that's open. If anybody else wants to come up to be a juror for the next case, if you want to be a juror, go ahead and request up. We have two more spots open. And just so you are aware, if you are a subscriber, the subscribers would be able to come into the panel first. So just kind of wanted to make that clear. All right. Okay, you ready to be rotated out? Not a problem. We appreciate having you up here. Okay, I see someone else. All right.